Hello and welcome to Ames Field. It is Friday Night Lights once again. Michigan City High School will host the Vikings of Valparaiso High School. The Wolves come into tonight. The momentum of a nice victory on the road, a road shutout, as a matter of fact. Their first in about a year. The work gets much harder tonight. Coming in is Valparaiso, a mark of 2-1 on the season. Valpo lost that season opening shootout with Penn 49-42. Two impressive victories after that. The big rally versus Andrean, and then a good old-fashioned stomping of the Slicers from LaPorte. So both of these teams come in today. Some state-level recognition. Valpo, depending on which poll you look at for human voting, they're either number one or number two. The interesting one, though, is the Sagarin ratings, because these now, if you don't know, basically there is a computer algorithm. They take into account the teams you've played, how good they are, what your margin of victory is, all that kind of stuff, and the computer spits out the numbers. In that one, they actually have Michigan City rated number 9 in the state, and Valpo number 11. So despite being in the top 2 in all of the media polls, Valpo actually 11th according to the computers. So, but
the computers are always right, correct?
Right.
I mean,
I for one welcome my new overlords.
In this age,
but it'll be an interesting game. So Valpo is going to look like Valpo usually does. They've got one heck of a thumper back in Mr. Berta. 66 carries in 3 games. That's an average of 22 a game with my big mathematical abilities. They want to run the football as much as they can. And really the key to this game is going to be how the Michigan City Lions handle the Valparaiso Lions. Is Valparaiso able to get to, say, 2nd and 4, 2nd and 3, or can Michigan City make it more like a 2nd and 8, 2nd and 9 situation and force Valpo deeper into their playbook than they want to go? So tonight, one thing I want to mention here, we want to send a shout out to one of our alumni here. We talk about the QB1s we've had over recent years here at Michigan City High School. I want to send a shout out to Michael McCullough. Mike was in a car accident here earlier this week, hospitalized, but we want to send a shout out to that guy. He's tough as nails, great kid, great QB1 when he was here at Michigan City, and we're thinking of you, Mike, and heal up, and hopefully we see you out here at Ames Field soon.
Well said, Mr. Gresham, well said. We're all hoping that Michael is on the mend, and as you said, back out here at Ames Field sooner than later.
All right, so a couple things to clean up from last week. Of course, Michigan City, the 20-0 win on Chesterton's Field. It's not only nice to get a big road win in the DAC, because let's be honest, it's not easy to win most anywhere on a Friday night in the DAC, but to do it in shutout fashion was big. The defense played a great game last Friday night. Really frustrated Chesterton, and again, we talk about the matchup tonight. They did a good job of making sure that Chesterton stayed in 2nd and 3rd and long situations versus having easier runs. A couple of the scoring plays from last week, Jamin Harville, the 54-yard run for a touchdown.
46-yard run.
46.
He had 54 yards on
total.
3 carries.
There you go. And you see Trin Hart's line of 149 yards, including a touchdown pass. The one that's not on there really was a picture-perfect textbook high-point catch that Kai Hart made on a 2nd and long situation for 31 yards.
We talked about this one.
Yeah, I don't know if you're out on social media anywhere, but the picture is floating out there. It's textbook. You see the hands in the exact right position. You see him catching the ball feet above the defenders. It is an absolutely perfectly thrown ball. As a quarterback, you're throwing a ball where no one else can catch it but your 6'2" high jumping wide receiver. And he is doing exactly what he needed to do to make that catch and haul it in. That was a game changer. You got it? From deep in your own territory on a 2nd and long. Now you're out at midfield in momentum, and the Wolves really never looked back after that play.
One thing we haven't done traditionally is the defensive side of the ball. They don't necessarily get a lot of the props during our broadcasts. Aaron, bring that up one more time there. Coach French has done a tremendous job of giving us access to the team stats. Right there you can see Ethan Buskirk led the Wolves last week with 16 tackles. Michael Crawford and Carl Tucker 15 each, and Isaiah Gibson with 13 tackles. That's just a little example of how we're trying to get some more names out there to you guys.
And I'm going to just give a quick shout out to Ethan Buskirk's father, who's works for Sodexo and takes care of us, and he's here tonight too.
All right.
Hopefully he watches it sometime. Him and Ricky.
Yes,
they
Mr.
do.
Santana.
Yeah, they do a tip-top job. So just while we got a second, might as well give them a quick shout out.
And a couple more names of note. Of course, Adrian Holly going to get a lot of attention from defenses. Still managed to get a big sack there at Chesterton, as did Mr. Hurd.
Mm-hmm.
And actually today, Adrian Holly, again, we talked about him on the last broadcast at Warsaw, but was also recognized by the Indiana High School Athletic Association today for his sportsmanship.
Yeah,
deserves it.
You know what? When you're a coach, there is no better situation to be in than to have your best player also be your best kid and best leader.
That's right.
And that's the situation both Coach French and the basketball program have been in with Adrian. So, the fact that the IHSAA is recognizing him, no surprise at all to anyone who spent any amount of time with that young man. So, all right, well, we are getting close to kickoff here, and that means one thing. The Michigan City Wolfpack Pride Band is taking the field, along with the Michigan City JROTC under the direction of Major McGrath. And it looks like Jason Smith out there directing the band today. Mr. Gast a little under the weather this weekend. Hopefully he's better for tomorrow. They've got a big performance at an invitational out at Concord High School. So best of luck to the Wolfpack Pride Marching Band. But we'll go ahead and turn over the audio here to our own Mike Megacy and our band.
Bearers Cadet Second Lieutenant Alexandra Reed. The left rifleman is Cadet Gunnery Sergeant Ann Sawyer. The junior ROTC is led by Major Tom McGrath. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please stand. Gentlemen, remove your caps if you are able, as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
The national anthem is presented by the Michigan City Wolfpack Pride Marching Band. Colors presented by the Michigan City High School JROTC. Again, a big thanks to Major McGrath and Jason Smith leading the way tonight for the band. Major McGrath, the head of the ROTC program here at Michigan City High School. So one more shout out I want to send before we start this game tonight. also proud of our own homegrown Braden Fisk.
Oh,
He
yeah.
got to make his NFL debut today, last week. Sunday Night Football featured prominently in that game.
Watched every minute of it.
And it was amazing to see, as a rookie second-round draft pick, he faced double teams all night.
And still got pressure.
Had 5 tackles, a couple of solo tackles. So, Braden, if you're out there, congratulations. We're proud of you. Keep up the big work, young man.
And, Braden, if you happen to be watching, feel free, in that spare time that I know you have lots of, sarcasm, come visit us. Come be on the live stream. We'd love to have you.
At some point, again, he gave a shout out to Florida State. You know how the players during the intros. I'm thinking one of these times there's got to be a Michigan City High School.
There we go.
I think it's not a bad idea.
I just, I want to plant a seed right there. I don't expect it immediately, but how cool would it be to see?
Absolutely. I'm just going to say
Michigan City.
And I know he's going to be successful. So, Braden, not that I'm asking you to give us money, but if you want to,
that was the handout.
Rename Ames Field to the Fisk Dome. You like that, the Fisk Dome?
There you go.
We wouldn't.
All right.
Michigan City Area Schools does not solicit, nor do they.
Oh, we solicit. Don't let anyone tell you different.
I got the superintendent next to me right now, too.
If you have a check you would like to write, we would love.
Oh, hi, Dr. McCollum. How are you?
Oh, boy. All right, so tonight ought to be an interesting
How do you
one.
transition from that one?
Right. I think maybe we look at some of the other matchups going on around the Duneland tonight.
I think that Aaron might actually have a graphic with such information.
Oh, I mean, it's weird that
yes,
you
he does.
would say something.
It's amazing. Somewhere
the
in
standings
there.
we want?
No, well, you can throw the standings up there.
Let's start with the standings.
That would be good, yeah. You got Crown Point dominating everybody within the conference.
No surprise.
132 to 27, the Bulldogs are leading their opponents this year. But they made quick work of Merrillville in last week's Duneland Conference opener.
Really, the DAC is Crown Point and everyone else. I say that with as much due respect as possible, but Crown Point is on a level where they're thinking Indianapolis or bust this year. Everyone else is looking to have a good season, maybe cut, I almost say cut down some nets here, but sectional, regional type titles, maybe a little more success in the postseason. In Crown Point, it's definitely Indianapolis.
And hey, look at that. There is the Week 4 schedule in front of you. Chesterton is at LaPorte this evening, Lake Central at Crown Point, Merrillville at Portage, and the game you're about to see here at Ames Field, Valparaiso at Michigan City.
So I'm going to go out on the limb with one of these 4 games tonight.
Okay.
The Merrillville-Portage game is going to be a much better game than lots of people expect. I think you're already starting to see the changes that Roy Richards is making there in Portage. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if they've got enough to beat Merrillville, but don't be surprised if that's a one-score game.
And shout out to Lake Central. Yeah. Already 1-0 in the DAC.
Yep.
No shade to Lake Central, but I mean, I think in the DAC in the last 2 or 3 seasons, and
they've struggled.
Yeah. I mean, have they won one? It's the real question.
I do believe they beat LaPorte last year.
And they almost beat us.
Yes.
at their homecoming.
That was literally a last-second play.
Yeah, it was a negative. Let me stop. Anyways, we apologize again in advance to Lake Central for their homecoming disaster.
I apologize to no one. No regrets. Not one letter. All right. The good news for everybody out there listening is, guess what? It's almost game time, so you get to not hear us prattle anymore and see Michigan City Wolves
This
football.
is what they pay for, though. I mean, isn't this what
the
all
banter.
the viewers are paying
the
for?
banter.
I can tell you right now, I know Principal Kyle Dean is watching.
A shout out to everybody out there watching on YouTube, and also later during the week, we've had a lot of people
breaking
saying,
news.
how cool is it
I heard that too.
You can watch the football game on Comcast Cable Channel 98, the Michigan City Education Channel.
How cool is that?
Rave reviews. Yeah, so everybody out there throughout the next couple weeks, watching this game on replay in between school board meetings.
You're also seeing some of our wonderful partners. Drew so modestly mentioning Alco. Alco, a great partner through the years with MCAS.
Kevin Harmon, Andy, just
Andy
a great
Steele,
field.
Schelling, Anna Galloway.
Some guy named
I've
White.
got a great team out there.
And I hear their boss is real.
Their boss is really cool.
Mute.
Their boss is really cool. Yeah, he's a great guy. Used to coach golf. Not so much anymore, but
Michigan City wins the toss, declines, so Valpo going to have first possession in this one. Michigan City going to defer to the second half. I really don't think the wind is an issue out there tonight, but we'll see which direction the Wolves do select.
I really wish the wind was an issue. It's a little warm today.
Yeah, right. Some are holding on for dear life here as we near the middle of September.
Speaking of golf, though, at halftime we're going to try something new tonight, and we're going to try and give a little spin around the other Wolves sports, the other Wolves fall sports. We're going to do a little recap of what the cross-country teams, the golf team, the tennis team, and the volleyball team have been up to in the last week. So
I couldn't hear anything you said because all I heard was Mike Megacy screaming.
We love Coach Megacy.
I was like, wait, what, Drew?
Everyone deserves a hype man like him.
Yeah.
Like the positive energy, the support, just the general awesomeness of that man. Everyone deserves a friend like Coach Megacy.
Yeah, I heard he was going to retire. When he retires, he's going to just walk around being my hype man.
I'm not
true.
saying.
do you need a hype man?
I mean,
You don't really need a hype man.
who doesn't need a hype man? I mean, even the hype man needs a hype man. So
It's either that or a band playing the Imperial Death March as I walk around.
I would love that.
I don't know where I'm at on that scale, and it could change from day to day. But all right, so we are set for kickoff here. Mr. Moreland with the kick. Short kick taken in at the 13. Return across the 30 where he is met by a host of Wolf defenders, and Valpo will start their drive out around the 34-yard line. Once again, Valparaiso will have first possession in this game. Wolves winning the toss, deferring to the second half. Again, Mr. Tom Birdie, you're going to learn that name a lot tonight if you don't know it already. Number 4, the big back thumper for the Vikings. Young man averaging about 20 carries per game, putting up about 150 yards on the ground.
Wowzers.
Average in those 3 games. And flag right off the bat here. Let's see. Looks like the Wolves jumped, but let's see if they were drawn. It is an offside call, so Valpo, instead of 1st and 10, will start 1st and 5.
Yes, it was.
Right. Usually they, if you would announce the number, I don't know if the official could have, but sure.
I think he just said Michigan City and meant it.
Berta bounces to the outside, spins. Nice open field tackle there by Michael Crawford. Boy, I don't know if he gets there if Berta's not still running, but gain of about 4 on that one, so 2nd and 1 after the penalty to start this drive. That's great footwork for the big man right there in the hole. He looked in the middle. There was nothing there. He bounced it outside, and he was one-on-one with Michael Crawford. Crawford, a great play to make that tackle. Berta, the handoff again, straight up the gut, met by the Wolves defense. Almost broke a tackle, but is taken down on the play by Carl Tucker. So first down it is. Out across midfield. 49-yard line of Michigan City. Dead center of the field. Oh, no, make that the 46. I'm sorry. Still Valpo territory at the 46 there.
Oh, and then there were lights.
Berta, the deep back. Under center, Kellen Hossack. And he's going to throw a quick swing out to Berta. Berta up near the first down marker again where he is knocked out of bounds. Call it a gain of about 9 out to the opposite 45, so Valpo in plus territory. We talked about it already. Is it going to be second and long, second and short? So far, Valpo's been second and short on both of their first downs. The versatile back there in Berta is Valpo going to send the 4 receivers out, really minimize the amount of traffic in the middle of the field for Berta. Berta slams into the pack. Let's see where they mark him. Looks like it's enough.
Yeah, they haven't said anything.
And there it is. Go. So first down, Valparaiso. Berta, the 1 yard gain on that carry.
I mean, he ran into a brick wall there, that's for sure.
So far, Wolves defense looking crisp against the run. The only relatively large gain on the ground was the little bounce out there and the quick swing pass. And Valpo, unlike some years, is throwing the ball a little more often. 57 attempts on the season, so just under 20 average per game. And they're going to run a quick option out. And great open field tackle by Tucker there. That is not easy. Carl Tucker on paper giving up 65 pounds to Mr. Berta and made the play in space, holding him to no gain. That's a great play. Not allowing that one to get into the second level. So 2nd and 10. Wolves hold serve on first. Valpo going to send out 4 wide receivers, 3 to the bottom of your screen there. High snap, quick out to the wide receiver. He breaks off the first tackle, works out near the first down marker, but going to show up a couple yards short there. That is Austin McKenzie, the catch. Call it about a 3rd and a short, 3, long 2, depending on if you're an optimist or not.
Yeah. I'm going to call it 3.
Or how much you like Valpo or don't. And I'm just going to say no comment. 3rd and 3.
There we go.
Absolutely. 4 wides again.
Unless you get hit in the backfield.
Jeremiah Hurd hit on that one. Julius Hurd, pardon me. Big 2-yard loss there, turning a 3rd and 3 into a 4th and 5. And there is no movement on the sideline. Valparaiso looks like they are going to go for this one here about halfway through the first quarter. See what they come out with.
Have we seen their special teams? Maybe that's or this could just be the quarterback's going to.
3 wide, 1 tight end. Berta in the backfield. Berta now going to sprint out to the side.
He's got somebody wide open. Wide open.
Broken coverage. This is going to be a long touchdown. Austin McKenzie, his 2nd catch of the game, is a 39-yard touchdown.
Yeah, it caught him looking. And
broken coverage there.
Here's the replay. He caught him looking, and he was taking a peek, and wide receivers wide, just gone.
If he thought he had support behind him, but he let the receiver go into space, and that was an easy throw and catch for the opening touchdown of the game from Valparaiso.
And let's be honest, do we ever have anybody that far back?
Usually, well, the secondary's been a strength this year.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just so used to us loading the box on every play.
Sure. And the extra point is good. So Valparaiso takes a quick 7-0 lead in this one. Their first possession of the game. They go down 66 yards methodically down the field and score the touchdown.
Well, couldn't have drawn that up any better as far as the first possession.
Yeah, Michigan City mostly effective against the run, but got beat in the pass game there.
Yeah, and I mean, you got nothing to lose in that situation. That 4th and 4, 4th and 5. You turn it over on downs. They got 70 yards to go. Yeah. If you get to pick up the 5, great. If you pick up the touchdown, which is what they did, even better.
Yep. All right. So Michigan City going to get their first possession, trailing right away, 7-0 in this one. 7:42 to go here, first half of play.
So last 3 weeks, a lot of pre-snap penalties. I'll be very interested to see what happens with Michigan City on their first possession this game. Like I said, got to minimize the penalties. And like I said, a lot of the stuff we're putting ourselves behind the sticks before we even get a chance to run a play. So we'll see what happens. No,
when you're playing a team of this quality, you know Valparaiso's not going to make silly mistakes.
No.
So you really, and as big and as strong as they are, they're going to wear you down anyway. You just got to be smart tonight. All right, Valparaiso to kick off. Short kick. Going to be grabbed by the Wolves. Up the sideline they go.
I mean, he
Nice
breaks one more tackle.
Zaire McKinney. Thought he almost stepped out right away, but nice return there, dancing up the sideline. That beautiful footwork.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. He got one. There's one more person. He goes by, and it's a touchdown.
All right, so Michigan City will start their drive at their own 37-yard line. So not bad field position at all for the Wolves to open this one up. Familiar faces all over the field here as Trin Hart will be the quarterback. Of course, he's screening out the running back, but I'm guessing that's Jamarion G, as it has been most of this year. They're going to try and get a quick out to the outside. They do gain of 4 on that play. Actually, that is Mr. Evans with the carry. Demarion Evans, gain of 4 on the first play of the game.
So I don't know if anybody noticed on our sideline, we're holding up cards. This is new this week. Yeah, and that one said Boston something. I don't know.
Will you marry me?
Yeah. Something new, I guess we're trying. Maybe to get the plays in faster.
Wolves, big line formation, the extra lineman, and they're going to throw a quick out.
And he's still on his feet, and that's a touchdown. That's a touchdown.
It is a one-man race, and there
Goodbye.
he goes.
Goodbye.
59 yards to the house as Zaire McKinney breaks the bubble screen wide open to tie this one up quickly.
Can we get a replay?
You ask and
you shall receive. I mean, he's gone. All right, here it is. Here it is. One more time.
Big play already. Michigan City has not had the greatest of offensive starts to the season. They're looking for more for some of their guys, and boy, that's a big way to do it. They showed a big look with only 2 wides, an extra lineman, tight end.
Oh, boy, and there.
And that, just fall on it. So it's going to be 7-6.
Been a little bit of a struggle for us this decade, special teams.
All right, so Michigan City can't quite tie it, but they do get the opening touchdown. 2-play drive going 63 yards.
I'll be curious to see how this game plays out if that botched snapped when the kick ends up coming back to bite us in the rear end.
Well, we talked just before this series started about playing smart, not giving away plays. Well, that's one of those things where you could really look back on it and miss that extra point.
Yeah.
Figuratively and literally, I guess. All right, so Michigan City goes under a minute, 53 seconds for that drive. So hopefully the defense got a good breather and a little bit of Gatorade there on the sideline to refresh, because you know Valpo's coming out to pound on them again. It is going to be Logan Moreland to kick this one off. Once again, he's been Michigan City's kickoff specialist this year. He's also done a lot of the punting this year. Moreland a short kick the first time. Let's see what he's got in store for this one. He will bang it again down the left side, and this one's fielded at about the 20. Into another level of tacklers, and a flag coming down. He's tackled at the 34. But flag
guess.
down at the 29, so hopefully this is a Valparaiso mistake. They're having a little conversation there on the sideline. We'll see what the officials have in store for us.
Holding,
and it is going to be 10 yards from the spot there, so it won't affect the down and distance, but it will affect where they start this drive. So they will start on their own 19 deep in the territory. So 3 drives so far between the two teams. This will be by far the deepest either team has started from. See what Michigan City's answer is this time for the passing game. They did a decent job against the run, but 2 key passes really opened that drive up for the Vikings. Again, Valpo comes into today, depending on what your preferred ranking is, coming in number 1 in one of the polls, number 2 in the other. And they will look for Berta again. He tries to get to the outside, but again, City defense, nice pursuit, only a gain of 1 on that. Valpo number 1 in the coaches poll, number 2 in the USA Today AP poll. Michigan City coming into this game 12th in the coaches poll, 14th in the AP, and 9th in the Sagarin. So the computers with a little bit of love for City.
Any idea where Chesterton is? Because they were ranked fairly high prior to last week.
I'm going to go with NR.
Okay.
Not ranked.
Okay. No, that's...
Berta again tries to hit the middle of the pack there. He's going to get a minimal gain. Looking like about 2 yards on that one, so we're going to be looking at about a 3rd and 7. Valpo from their own 23.
Oh, yeah. Well, sort of like the play that ended up scoring them a touchdown.
Well, they used Berta in motion last time, swinging to the outside, and everyone bid on it, and McKenzie just ran past everyone for a wide. It looked like me in NCAA football on easy mode, the wide open look.
And we're playing the run right now.
Yep. And Berta again swings out, pressure on him, and that is
no good.
No good there. Adrian Holly introducing himself to Kellen Hosek.
Allow him to reintroduce himself. His name is Holly.
Pronounced with the Holly? Yeah, no. Look, I've made this joke before. I'll make it again. Adrian Holly might as well just forward his mail to the backfield because that's where he lives.
Yep.
They tried to do a little bit of a swing out there, get the quarterback out of the pocket. Adrian still ran him down. There's a reason he's going to be playing on Saturdays next year, folks.
Absolutely.
Mr. Jayhawk out there. Now we will have the officials.
Timeout. Timeout granted.
And a timeout going to be called by Valpo. All right, so 5:19 to go here, first quarter of play from Ames Field. A good game so far if you're just joining us. Valparaiso touchdown on their first drive. Michigan City answering on their second. So we will take a quick timeout, come back, and get the ball back.
Some people see a huddle in the locker room. We see a second classroom. Some see a student athlete on the court. We see a future leader in the community. You see, high school sports in Indiana are special. That's because they're about learning and growing, not just winning and losing. Fans, I'm Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support education-based athletics in Indiana by buying a ticket to your high school's next athletic event.
All right, so we come back. Valpo nearly the delay of game penalty. They use their first timeout to avoid it. So they are in punt formation deep in their own territory. And indeed, they will get this one off. It is a short kick high.
And we're going to get penalized because I just watched one of our guys wrestle someone down to the ground. He didn't even get anywhere.
Not going to give any names, but it was number 5.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And if I pulled up a replay with Mark Mars on the camera, you would watch the whole thing happen. Let's just go ahead and do it. Why not? We got nothing. No. There we go.
So Michigan City, after a short punt, would have had plus field position, but we'll see what exactly the penalty is.
Here it is, right here on the screen. If you look at number 5 on the left hand of your screen right now, as the ball gets snapped. Come on. And go. There it is. And high. How you doing on the ground? Yep.
So while it's 2 points in wrestling, in football it is 10 yards.
Yes, it is. Holding. Receiving team. 10-yard penalty. Still first down.
Have you ever considered a future in officiating, Aaron?
No.
My understanding is we desperately need them.
I like to be loved, not hated. And these gentlemen and women are hated,
so
no matter
City,
what they do.
On the bright side, even after the penalty, Michigan City going to start in plus territory here on the Valpo 48-yard line.
Can they take advantage of it? Is Karpinski wearing a Valpo hat behind us?
That would be a John Deere hat.
Oh, okay. How dare he?
And a whistle. Yeah, I think we might have had 12 people in the huddle. There was one young man running awful quick to the sideline there. Looking a little guilty, and Coach French kind of looking at the wonderful skies. Got it. Wrong personnel. Okay. All right, so both teams with an early timeout called here in this first quarter. Michigan City takes their first. Valpo on the previous possession to beat a delay of game took their first. So we sit 5:09 to go here, first quarter of play from a beautiful Ames field. Another wonderful Northwest Indiana sunset going off to our west. And it is Valparaiso 7, Michigan City 6. Both teams scoring touchdowns on their first possessions. Michigan City no good on the extra point. A botched snap over the head of the holder, blowing that play up. But Michigan City now will start their second drive. Wolves with an impressive defensive stand against Valpo's second drive, only allowing 4 runs, forcing a 3-and-out. And boy, that was Chesterton's favorite dance move last week, the old 3-and-out, as Wolves now going to spread it out. Big thump and run. Boy, linemen out there pulling and knocking people over, and that is Harville on the carry. He's going to get about, looks like about 6 there. So 2nd and 4 going up. You'll like to see Michigan City starting in good short territory. And if I'm not mistaken, that's actually, okay, Kai Hart started in the backfield and then swung out to his wide receiver position. Now they move Moreland in motion back to the backfield where he will serve as protection. Trin throwing over the middle.
And right into the hands.
Wide open Valpo defensive back who is getting a nice little return, and he will be taken down about the 45-yard line. Not sure what Hart saw there, but that was the young man. His eyes lit up like he opened his favorite gift on Christmas. So interception, and Valpo going to start in great territory. The Michigan City 44, their starting point for their third drive.
I mean, that is just, it was overthrown. There it is. It was just overthrown. He had 2 men in the area, and they were crossing each other, which might have been part of the problem.
All right, so Valpo, a good opportunity starting their third drive here. Berta in the backfield, big formation again, looking for something. Berta not finding much space. He only gains a yard on that one. Second and 9 coming up for Valparaiso. Looking to go to work, getting the play from the sideline. Again, Valpo 3 wide, tight end on the formation, a little offset. Berta in the backfield. He looks to go straight ahead and into the waiting, loving arms of Adrian Holly, who hugs him nicely to the ground. No gain on the play, third down coming up. Oh, the helmet comes off.
Yep.
That is correct. Let's see if the officials.
They don't.
No one seems to be paying attention.
They just are going to pretend like that didn't happen.
I think coach is even trying to tell him on the sideline, and he says no.
Yeah, he took his helmet off. It wasn't even that it was that it fell off. He took that helmet off. Yeah, he took the helmet off.
All right, so 4 wide in the set. Berta sneaks out. Now they're looking deep over the top, and nothing there. Trying to go deep for Julian Stokes. That was overthrown by about 5 yards. So 4th and long, and it looks like Valpo's going to punt from here.
Now about.
Yes. Big impact from the big man so far in this one. Adrian Holly, couple of big plays in this one to really keep the Valpo offense from being able to find some tempo here. So I think we're at the 3-minute mark. Our scoreboard needs a little bit of TLC with some new lights, but
I believe there might have been some bulbs added. I think there were more missing last.
No, that's not true. That's not
Everyone
true. It's
gets out of
worse.
the way wisely, and this takes a run towards the end zone where it will roll dead with a pack of Vikings. A horde of Vikings? A horde of Vikings at the 5-yard line.
While we got a moment here, just to remind anybody watching, Michigan City High School has flag football. And I don't know if a lot of people knew that. And guess what? Michigan City High School tomorrow at Ames Field will be actually hosting a little tournament. I think there's 3 teams coming. Michigan City will play at 11, I believe. And then I'm trying to remember the second game is to follow, and it's the final game of that game. But we have a flag football team sponsored by the Indianapolis Colts. So if you have nothing going on tomorrow, or if you have something going on and you want to cancel
scratch that. The games were actually called off because we couldn't get officials.
Oh,
so
no.
They're trying to reschedule, as heard, with a gain of 4 on the play.
See, and I was super excited.
I was supposed to work and run clock for those guys, but unfortunately, there is an official shortage in the state of Indiana for sports, and I don't think adding a new football sport probably helped that much.
So,
but yeah,
so even more important that if you're somebody who likes to criticize the referees like I do, why don't you try being one?
What are you doing tomorrow, Aaron?
I am busy being busy.
I got the striped shirt for you.
Yep, as we count down 5 and counting as City gets under
2, and they got it off. What are we? We're stepping in our game up, and he over.
Hart with the roll, incomplete, just out of the reach of Carl Tucker. I believe that was number 7, right?
Yes. So back to what I was saying. If you are one of those people, and you know who you are, criticizing refs.
Hey, I'm right here.
Oh, sorry. There's a place for you in refereeing, because if you're criticizing them, that means you can clearly do better than them. So come on out. Yeah, I'm not trying to be out there sweating.
That is absolutely fair. And, you know, at times we point out wrong calls. We try and point out good calls as well, as Michigan City is actually going to use their second timeout here in the first quarter.
Can you take them with you?
But you know what? 99.9% of the time, these guys are on it.
Yes.
And really,
we only care about that one play. They're not on it.
Well, and, you know, no one says, good call by the official after every time they make a good call. But the absence of that tells you how often they're right.
To generically quote someone, there were a lot of good plays on both sides. Or calls on both sides.
A lot of good calls on both sides. Both sides.
Yeah, both sides, yeah.
So a minute 57 to go here, first quarter of play from Ames Field. An eventful one so far. Valpo has created a turnover, one big play on offense to get into the end zone. Michigan City, Adrian Holly, a few big plays on defense so far, really shutting down the Valpo offense outside of the one broken coverage deep ball. It'll be interesting to see what kind of a risk here Michigan City takes. They're 3rd and 7, but they're backed up at their own 8-yard line. So
no negative plays on this one. You got to get some yards.
The end zone is right up against it. And
run. He's got to run.
Pull it down and go.
Yep.
He will be just, let's see where. Yeah, he's short. He only made it to the 11-yard line. So
I think it's 4th and 5, maybe? 4th and 4?
Yep, 4th and 4 looks like. They mark him down at about the 12, so Michigan City will punt.
So here's a question. If you don't have a great special teams, I'm not talking about Michigan City, but if you don't have a great special teams and you're going to net about 12 yards on a punt, why not just go for it?
Well, I mean, in this territory, you would never.
I mean, if you're
even the most aggressive coach is not.
To stick up for Mr. Garrett, there are teams out there that will not punt. It doesn't matter where they are on.
See, like I said, I told you I wasn't talking about our team because
44, the start of the return for Valpo. They get around the corner and are taken out at about the 38. So it'll be great field position once again for Valpo. Valpo winning the field position game so far in this one. Twice now started in plus territory. Yeah. No big surprise. Valpo always has a really good defense, and teams are learning very quickly. Even though Michigan City is 1-2, the defense has really looked
the reason
good
why
this year.
they're even in any game.
Yes,
I mean,
yes. The defense way ahead of the offense at this point in the season.
And defense wins and loses you games.
Berta with the handoff looks to go around the edge. He'll get a gain of about 3. Tucker looks like he's on the bottom of that pile. 2nd and 7 coming up as we go under 1 minute for the first quarter of play here from Ames Field. Been a good one so far here, folks. Been everything we've expected in this one. Valpo will come up 2nd and 7. Once again, Berta standing next to the quarterback. 4 wide receivers in the formation. Try and draw some of those bodies away from Berta. Berta will get the carry, little hesitation. He plows ahead for another 4. Going to be about a 3rd and a long 2, call it. As that might be the end of the first quarter. We'll see if Valpo tries to push it and get another play in, but they don't seem to be in any hurry as we go 7-6-5. And now they're going to start walking towards the sidelines. So end of 1 quarter here from Ames Field. Michigan City trails 7-6 to Valparaiso. Valpo in plus territory, looking to do something. When we come back, bring you second quarter action.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
All right, so 1 quarter of play in the books. Vikings lead the Wolves 7-6. The one other score I've been able to catch here so far, Chesterton, a quick 14 on LaPorte, leading that one 14-0 as they get towards the end of the first quarter of play there.
Was that at LaPorte?
Good question.
It
is Kiwanis Field. Yes, I see a lot of orange.
Okay.
And it is going to be Berta. He breaks loose. He's got 1 man to beat. Let's see if he can. No, the City defense tracks him down inside the 5. Berta breaks a big one there. Call it a gain of about 23 as they mark him down at the 4. So it is going to be 1st and goal inside the City 5.
Carl Tucker and Damon Thomas on the tackle.
As this is probably going to be a steady diet of Berta.
Yep. If they were smart.
And that's exactly what they do. Wolves haul him down at about the 1. So 2nd and goal, call it the 1 yard line.
And I'd like to, this camera view is brought to you by Mark Mars and Sue Mars.
2 of our absolute favorites who we definitely can't do these broadcasts without them.
Never. Nope, he lost yards.
Wolves defense standing tall there in the middle. They're not known for being the most physical defense, but they stand big there. They're going to force a 3rd and goal.
You're going to have to break that out to left or right on them. Yeah, and like I said, they're going to move this out to left or right, otherwise it's not going anywhere.
3rd downs, they've really liked putting Berta on that little swing to the barrier out there. Let's see if they try something like that again. Maybe that little option play they ran a little earlier. I don't know. If I'm Valpo, I'm not intimidated. I go strength on strength. And they're going to get McKenzie in motion. He crosses the formation. It is Berta. He's going to be tracked down. Does he have the juice?
Not even close.
I think he even might have lost a yard on that one.
He definitely lost another yard.
They tried to use McKenzie as a distraction. Instead, Berta hauled down with a loss of about 2 yards on the play out near the 3-yard line, and I think they're going to kick this one, folks.
I would.
Defensive stand for Michigan City.
Yeah, I was going to say, not with the way Michigan City's playing. You get your points.
Yeah, that play, second down, they were inside the 1.
Yeah, and we marked him at the 2, but I think he lost. It should have been the 3rd, maybe 3 or 4 at this point.
All right, so the Valpo kicker is on. I'm not even going to.
The clock's at 0 and has been at 0 for about 5 seconds.
There is a flag on the play.
Yeah, I was going to say, the clock has been at 0 for about 5 seconds.
We're going to go with Trevor Fonder.
Okay.
Fonder.
I'm not even going to dishonor his family by trying to butcher that. So.
What number?
97.
97, Trevor Fonder.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go for it.
97 here. Faulkner. Okay.
What is it?
Faulkner. And so push it back 5 after the delay of game penalty. Official going to wind the clock here. It starts. Call this a 25-yard attempt.
And he got it.
And he boots it through. From the far left hash is good. So Valparaiso, again, it's a moral victory. You hate those in some respects, but when you're inside the 1 against that big physical Valpo line, that's a big win. So that pushes the score out to 10-6. With 9:27 to go here till the half. Stay tuned again at the half. We will be bringing you not only the Michigan City Wolfpack Pride Marching Band, who will put on part of their fall performance. Again, you can see them out at Concord here on Saturday, or you could come out to Ames Field and see them on any given Friday night that the Wolves are home. But then Drew White going to bring you up an MCHS Athletics Roundup at the half.
And Drew, don't we have something happening? Is it tomorrow here? That's not.
The Michigan City High School football team and the Michigan City High School Football Hall of Fame is hosting a 5K tomorrow.
Can I get in late?
I believe that they will be taking early or late registration.
Is there a medal?
Let me see.
If I run it, will I get a medal? Okay, because I only run for medals, so I don't want a T-shirt. I want a medal.
I got an aluminum can. Is that metal enough?
It better be custom though.
There you go.
Participation medal. I'll take it, but it's got to be custom. You better put a sticker on the back of it or something. Yeah.
I did sign up, but don't expect me to do any more than, I don't know, what's K?
Is it 5?
8 a.m.
Not
here
5.
Is it 5-inch run or 5?
5 meter? 5M?
Yeah.
Now we're talking.
Yes.
They are not even going to give a chance.
Somebody did a scouting report.
And again, it doesn't pay off as Michigan City, a big return. It is fielded by Wolves point guard, too, Anthony Murphy, who a nice little return there. Well, I think, and this could be just Coach French adjusting, he's snuck in some of his hand squad into the shorter parts of that kickoff formation with that expectation. So Wolves will start out near midfield, the 48-yard line of Michigan City, where this one going to start. Michigan City defense, again, standing very tall in that series. That could be one we come back and talk about. You talk about the missed extra point from Michigan City. The fact that Valpo had to settle for 3 after having second down inside the 1 is Jamarion G.
That's a good-looking run right there.
Great broken tackle to open that one up there.
He should have lost 3 yards on that play.
Yep, he was hit almost immediately, but spun out of traffic and turned that into a +4. Michigan City will come up 2nd and 6 on this one.
6 to the run. Yeah, stick to the run.
Hart gets Hart gets the play from the sideline. He will jog in as we go to about 10 on the play clock. G in the backfield. City with 1, 2, 3 wide receivers. Mr. Moreland on the tight end formation there. Is G going to get the – nope, it is a fake.
Oh,
and Moreland was open,
just
but just over the head of Logan Moreland.
had a little pressure in his face, so that –
Nice play design, nice thought. But a little rushed there by the Valpo defense. Trent Hart had to get it out a little quicker than he wanted to.
Rob, was that the pattern you were thinking? No. For
3rd and 6 now for Michigan City. Big play here. You really don't want to give this back on a 3 and out. You'd love to get a first down here, keep this drive going after the big field position gained after your big defensive stop there. Motion, fake, to the barrier, and it is also incomplete. Looking for Zaire McKinney there on the sideline.
I don't think he was turned around.
He hadn't broken the form.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he had time, but, I mean, that ball just got out too quick. I mean, I don't mind the ball getting out quick because, I mean, we've seen Hart take one too many hits in the last – yeah.
So a quick 3 and out for the Michigan City offense here. Going to lead to a punt. Hopefully keeping this in good field position, though, as the Wolves punting from plus territory, the Valpo 48. It is going to be Logan Moreland, who's pulling double duty out there, both as a tight end and the punter for the Wolves this year. Nice.
That's a good one.
Work by the center. Going to kick that towards the sidelines where it will get out of bounds. Let's see where he marks it. He's still walking.
Yep,
and the 18-yard line.
Good
Eagle
spot,
Eye Quinn.
Good spot.
Make sure to tip your obstetrician there.
Yeah. You want to give him a shout out?
Wait, no. Eye doctor. Yeah.
You know.
I got to quit using big words.
I mean, do you want to shout out your obstetrician?
Tip them too.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that was sitting here thinking, what's the baby doctor got to do with this?
Well, they did a great job. All right, so first down pass and pressure right away.
How
is
did we
broken.
not
Again, broken tackle. The quarterback standing up.
He should have been lost for 4, and somehow
Posick turns it into a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4 coming up as we go under the 8-minute mark till the half. Big change of field there. As we said, contact on the quarterback in the backfield by 2 Wolves. Again, after about a 3-yard gain, but he gains that out for about a 6, they'll call it a 7-yard gain. So Berta in the backfield. Let's see if Valpo's going to take a shot downfield with 2nd and short. It is a quick out, and
I don't know if he had possession of that ball.
Austin McKenzie with the catch. He had the touchdown catch on the long throw earlier. That turns into about a 1-yard gain. So 3rd and 1 for Valpo coming up here. Michigan City stood tall on short yardage situations a couple times here tonight. Let's see if they've got him in it again. Got it. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think one of them was semi-picked by the crossing receiver there. Legally picked, of course. And they are going to pass. So a quick out. It is caught just across the barrier.
Got it.
Gain of 2 on that, need of 1. So mark it just short of the 30-yard line. Call it 1st and 10 Vikings. 6:55 to go here as they wind the clock back into play. Valpo avoiding another 3 and out here.
Hey, look who came and sat down next to me. He's ready for halftime. As he chuckles. He doesn't know it yet, but we already introduced him as the halftime entertainment for tonight. So,
looking over the middle,
wide
open look again,
wide
McKenzie.
open.
And he is going to be tossed to the turf by Michael Crawford. Nice route there by Austin McKenzie. That's going to move the ball across midfield to the 41-yard line at Michigan City. Valpo's passing game, that was McKenzie, number 14. Yep. Michigan City secondary actually been the weak spot tonight
Yeah.
on the defense. The running defense has actually been pretty spectacular against Berta. He's
especially against a team that's not normally known for throwing. But
one big gain tonight.
And that's a false start.
Send in motion, and yep, somebody jumped. Let's see, the pointing begins.
58.
And it is going to be an illegal procedure against the Vikings, so that will back them up 5 yards after the long gain. Call it 1st and 15. Michigan City defense looking to dig in a little bit here. Yeah, looking across at Rob Quinn's work over here, I see a lot of small gains and losses for Berta with the one long run. Only once has he gotten over 5 yards today.
No, you say that.
Yeah, well, I probably
thanks a
jinxed
lot,
it,
Mike.
but, you know.
Thanks.
Wide in motion. They're going to do a quick out to him, and it is
good.
thrown away. Looking for Julian Stokes across the formation. 2nd down, 15. See what Valpo draws up here. Maybe try and get a little bit of this back and lessen the 3rd down situation. Vikings sit with it at the Michigan City 46, 2nd and 15 after the legal procedure penalty. 3 wide for the Vikings, 1 tight end in the formation. Berta also out there. They're going to roll the
And
pocket
he's wide
out.
open if you wanted to give it to him.
And across the formation looking to
No
throw.
good.
Nice defense that time by the Wolves. Damon Thomas there closing in. Mr. Thomas, another one of these Wolves, and it's interesting because with a guy like Adrian Holley, the senior, getting a lot of press, Damon Thomas already has a Division I offer from the University of Miami, Ohio, to come play secondary for them.
Oh, I didn't know that. And I've worked a lot with him this week, getting him signed up for some dual credit. Give a nice brief shout out to Ivy Tech Community College. Thank them for everything they do for Michigan City as one of our partners in our dual credit classes. So I've worked with him actually today on some dual credit. Great kid.
Again, they're going to set in motion. This time it's McKenzie. They're going to set up the screen for Berta. Berta work in the middle of the defense. He is out near the 1st down marker. Call him short by about 2 yards. I'm going to guess Valpo goes for it
that,
from here. Nice play call there.
It's so interesting. Like, Berta always has a blocker somewhere. Like, he holds up, and there's just somebody coming in to help throw another block for him.
They're Going to mark it down, call it 4th in a short 3.
And this is going
Again,
straight
Vikings,
to Berta.
4 wide. Berta,
This is going to Berta.
they're going to send. They've been using that quick out.
No, maybe not.
And Stokes around.
Hit him.
And Holly pressures the quarterback, knocks the arm down a little bit. McKenzie was open, but the great pressure by number 11, Adrian Holly.
Let's get a quick replay on that one.
Blows that play up. Keep an eye on number 11.
1
there.
1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000. Yep. It was time to get rid of it. Yeah, he could have run it. Yeah, he could have run it.
All right, so that was 4th down. Turnover on downs gives the ball back to the Wolves. Again, the Wolves defense so far,
Keeping them in this game.
A lot of defensive names tonight out there. The Wolves D is keeping this game right where it's at. Some big, big plays by the Wolves defense. Harville motions into the backfield. They will go to Evans. Evans dances in the hole. Not much there. Call it a gain of 2. Wolves took over on their own 34. Now out to the 36 with that play. G checks back in. Evans going to come out. They've really done a nice job under Coach French of moving 3 backs through there between Evans, G, and the Lightning in that bunch and Mr. Harville. 2nd and 8 coming up as we approach 4 minutes, 10 seconds to go here till the half. Michigan City only 1 timeout to use if they get an extended drive. As G going to get the ball, he fights forward for a gain of a couple more. Call it a gain of 3, make that 3rd and 5. 1st down marker out near the 44-yard line. Clock continues to roll. be interesting to see what the Wolves do here. Valpo with 2 timeouts as the clock approaches and goes under 3:40. Does Michigan City get a little aggressive here and go for it a little harder, or do they go conservative and hand this ball off?
I mean, I hate to say your defense has been playing fairly well. You don't gamble.
3 wides for the Wolves, tight end in the formation. They fake to G over the middle.
Where is the flag?
And that was a pretty high targeting.
Yeah, I'm not sure why that didn't happen. I'm going to just...
I don't know that I'd call it pass interference because I think the ball was passed or at.
I'm going to just put this out here for all those to observe.
We're also way up there. It looked like a pretty high hit on a defenseless player.
Yeah,
which
maybe.
has been a point of emphasis, but uncalled. So
in college sports, maybe.
3:15 to go here till the half, and Michigan City will be forced to punt.
Trying to slow this down if I could get my button to work. There we go.
Looks like Moreland, the tight end, had gone for the catch. All right, so Valpo 2 deep back to receive the kick. No pressure at all on Moreland, and he will shank this into the stands. Somewhere in there. Let's see where the official decides to quit walking.
Back to the original line of scrimmage.
And Valpo will take over at their own 42, so 3 minutes, 9 seconds to go. Valpo sits about 58 yards from the end zone.
1 timeout, 2 timeouts.
2 timeouts for the Vikings, yep. Michigan City defense, again, been very solid in this one. Vikings some opportunities. The City defense has closed a couple of those doors.
I think they're going to take a shot here.
4 wide, Berta in motion, swinging out. Pressure, and then it evaporates, and quarterback
Strip the ball.
Throws off.
Strip the ball, gentlemen. He's holding the ball out there like a piece of bologna, and you're just...
And looks like maybe an injury on the play as the first man to get to the play. Looks like number 19, Isaiah Gibson, limps off here. 2:45 and counting as Vikings with the ball at midfield, call it 2nd and 2. Vikings again 3 wide, tight end set in. Berta in the backfield standing next to the quarterback. They fake. Now they're going to toss that out. A little reverse action, a lot of running, and it is going to be a first down. But, yeah, they stay in bounds. Good call. Gain of about 3 on that one. Julian Stokes, the recipient of that one. Looked like a backwards toss, so call that a run.
I don't know why the clock hasn't started yet. There was no timeout there, and he did not.
And there we go. Yep.
Yeah, I was going to say that clock should have started a while ago.
2:19 and counting. The region in the house. It was a first down.
It was a first down. Stops on the first down, but they had already put the
fake to Berta. Quarterback flushed out, looking deep. Nobody there. McKenzie looks back. I think a little miscommunication on the route, maybe.
Yep.
2:03 to go here. 2nd and 10. Well, if the roster is right, Mr. McKenzie comes in at 5'6". So, all right, 2nd and 10 for the Vikings. They've done nothing but pass so far on this drive, looking to get downfield quickly. And he's done a great job here so far. Hard to argue with this performance. Michigan City.
Play clock down to 4 seconds. 2.
When they do get it off, is Holly
pushing
through a couple of defenders. Valpo quarterback.
And comes back and makes the tackle after being held.
Yep. Hosick, nice gain on the play. So it will be first down. Clock stops temporarily, and now they'll wind it. $1:55 and counting as Valpo now inside the 35. They have 2 timeouts at their disposal. We'll see how they decide to use those. 4 wide, 3 set out to the bottom of the screen there. Burdick in the backfield. Hosick, and quick out Nice play there to Julian Stokes. He gets the ball and stops the clock. Call it a gain of 5 on the play to Mr. Stokes. $1:35 left for your half. Now sitting at the 29-yard line. So Valpo taking what the defense gives them, little piece by little piece, trying to get into something before the end of the half, as Michigan City will start the third quarter with the football. Play clock running, 14 and counting. Vikings have the call in from the sideline. Burdick in the backfield again, 4 wide for the Vikes. Hosick sends Stokes in motion. Drops back, Holly right there again, and they break out of it again.
Every time.
My gosh.
Every time.
Hosick. First down. Holly and Hurd both had a shot at Hosick. But a first down, 1:25 as the clock stops. And Vikings going to use one of their timeouts. So that will set up a first down and 10 situation. Looks like the ball's sitting at about the 23-yard line.
There was a blatant hold on number 2, but there.
All right, so to set the situation, first down 10 for the Vikings. 1:25 to go here. They have one timeout left here in the first half. They have the ball on the 23-yard line. Again, the Vikings with it, knowing Michigan City will get first possession in the third quarter. Really don't want to go into half without putting something on the scoreboard. Michigan City defense so far has been tough, but the one thing they haven't really had an answer for here on this drive is the scramble ability of one Kellen Hosick.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what his running yards look like, but man, he's breaking loose and making big plays. And I'm guessing Hosick has a lot less carries. There you go. All right, so $1:25. Clock will start on the snap after the timeout. Hosick drops back, no pressure.
Here
looks,
comes.
Scans. Now he's going to go again.
And that
finally
a flag.
as he is knocked out of bounds at the 1:15 mark. Let's see what the flag. And they're pointing backwards. So this one going to come back and change the complexion of this drive a whole lot. Flag laying at the 25. If it's a hold, it's going to come back to the 35, set up a 2nd and 22 for the Vikings.
We got a quick break. The answer has been found. Yes, a late registration for tomorrow's finish at 55K, benefiting the Michigan City High School football team and the Michigan City High School Football Hall of Fame. You can do registration tomorrow at 7:15. The race starts at 8 a.m., so come on out and see us tomorrow.
But you didn't get the answer I needed. Will there be a medal?
Will there be medals?
I need a participation medal.
We'll get you one here.
So is it a 1st and 22 or a 2nd?
It will be first. Sorry,
Okay.
I made that mistake.
And is it 20 or 22?
Should be 22 if it's sitting on the 35. Flag was dropped at the 25. Let's see where they decide to mark it.
They're talking about it.
Because usually holding is a spot foul.
Yeah.
They dropped the flag, so unless the official adjusted the flag, there is some discussion here. Now they compromise and say, why not the 34?
So 21 then, right?
That is accurate. And they wind the clock now. In motion, 3 to the top of your screen. Again, they're going to set up the screen. Berta, loose, and brought down very quickly. Nice play call, but nice recovery on the defense as now we go under a minute. Vikings look to move quickly. Call it 2nd and 12. Vikings still looking to get set up here as we go under 45. 4 wide, 2 to each side. Berta in the backfield next to Hosick. Going to send a wide out in motion across the formation, taking a lot of time.
I think they're playing for the field goal here.
Hosick, again, he's going to get loose and scramble. He looks deep into the end zone. It's there.
Oh, my goodness.
Touchdown.
Oh, my goodness.
Beautiful throw by Hosick. That is Julian Stokes in the end zone. A perfect dime into the numbers.
And can I get it on replay? Mark Mars had a beautiful angle on this if you look on your screens right now. I thought they were playing for the field goal because they were just letting that clock run.
That is accurate, but a great throw there by Hosick. Hosick really keeping this team active. You hear about Berta so much, but Hosick has really kept the Valpo Vikings offense alive in this one. So 28.8 until the half. Extra point is good, so that'll make it 17-6. Michigan City 28.8 seconds to try and do something quickly if they want. If not, they will start the second half with the football. Oh, that's an interesting score. I don't know if you heard that in the background, but I'm just going to pat myself on the back here. Maryville 8, Portage 6 at the half. All right, so again, Valpo going to kick off after that big touchdown play. Michigan City, 28.8 seconds to go here before the half. We'll see if Coach French wants to take a chance, take a shot.
What you got to lose? Just do it.
Well, you know what? If nothing else, you have athletes. You know,
you got a track team that could win you a state championship in
no joke
4x100 easily.
The wide receivers we have on this team, you could dip in there and get yourself one heck of a 4x100 relay team. That is
like,
no
why
joke.
not? They're going to kick this away.
So let's see if Valpo, what they're going to try here.
They're going to kick this one up. I would kick it away. It's not working. It hasn't worked. Until this time.
And they're kind of even pointing like, am I kicking it this way? No, am I kicking it this way? No, dummy, you're kicking it that way.
Number 82, Drayden Wilcox to kick off.
And so this will bounce off the hands. And the beginning of a return, going to be taken down.
Got 22 seconds.
So that question might answer itself here. Is the ball going to start at the 26-yard line of Michigan City, 22.2 till the second.
Hart got the arm, Hail Mary. No Hail Marys? No, why not?
Zaire McKinney tried on that return there. We'll see what Michigan City wants to do here. They will have first possession in the second half. Let's see if they get a little crazy here. You've got some athletes. Maybe, you know what? Well, a play we really haven't seen yet. Maybe you try and get the ball to Mr. Harville in space and see what happens. And Harville going to stay in and block. Hart breaks loose from contain. No, he doesn't. The Valpo defense snows him under. Sacked back on the 21-yard line. And one of the Wolves down in some looking pain there. Not sure who number 55 is. Don't have a 55 on the roster.
I was going to say, I don't have a 50.
He
fell
Adrian Holly, who is not. I do not believe that is.
No, he's playing 11 now. Yeah, he was playing 55 a while, like the first week, I think.
Yeah. All right, so they wind the clock back up, and the Wolves going to be content to run this one out. So one half of play in the books here from Ames Field. It is Valparaiso 17, Michigan City 6. We're going to take a quick break here and then bring you back for the halftime show from the Michigan City Wolfpack Pride Marching Band, and then a halftime sports roundup from our own Drew White. So stay tuned after the break.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
And we are back at Ames Field. It is Valparaiso 17, Wolves 6 here at halftime of Week 4 Duneland Conference action. And we are awaiting the beginning of the performance by the Michigan City Wolfpack Pride Marching Band. We are going to bring that to you, and then we're going to have a little wrap-up of what other sports have been up to in the past week or so. But the Wolves, the Vikings got scoring started today with a early touchdown. It was countered just a matter of moments later by a Zaire McKinney 59-yard receiving pass from Trent Hart to pull the Wolves within one. A missed extra point left it at 7-6. The Vikings have tacked on 10 more since that time, and the Vikings lead the Wolves 17-6. We are going to send this down to the field and get you some sound and sights of the Michigan City Wolfpack Pride Marching Band.
I don't know, I'm just sitting there keeping tabs. And the stats aren't good.
Drum Major Vivian Taylor. Is your band ready? Michigan City High School, Wolfpack Pride, the field is yours.
Michigan City High School Wolfpack Pride Marching Band. We're going to take a quick break, and we will be back with a little wrap-up of the weekend Wolves sports.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
And we are back halftime here at Ames Field. Valparaiso leads the Wolves 17-6. I am Drew White. Mike Gresham and Rob Quinn are taking a quick break, but we're going to take this time to give you a little recap of what some of the other sports here at Michigan City High School.
Let's see what we got, Drew.
Going on Tuesday, I believe it was. Yes, right there on the screen says Tuesday. Preston Messenger was the fastest Wolf at the Cougar Kickoff Classic at New Prairie. Clocked in at 20:11.6, and the Wolves as a team were in 10th place. And on the girls' side in the Cougar Kickoff Classic, Madeline Perry was the fastest Wolf at 23:46.5, and the girls finished in 7th place at the Cougar Kickoff Classic. Madeline's mom is back here in the press box, so we had to make sure that Madeline stayed up there just a little bit longer. The Wolves girls soccer team hosted Highland last night, and it was unfortunately all Trojans with a 5-0 victory over the Wolves. But of note in that match, junior McKenna Nowatzki had 26 saves.
Is that her?
In the Wolves. That is not McKenna Nowatzki. Unfortunately, the pictures I got of McKenna were not.
She wouldn't have approved.
Yeah,
just to go ahead and say it. It's fine. We understand. Yeah, we understand.
But that picture was from last night. And then on Wednesday, the Vikings soccer team came out and unfortunately dealt the Wolves an 8-0 defeat. That one was at Michigan City High School.
Did Mo pay you for this picture? Because
no,
I'm pretty sure that's
that is the son of the athletic director, new athletic director here at Michigan City High School, Dr. Mo Marue. And the Wolves picked up a Duneland Conference victory on the golf course yesterday, defeating Merrillville 243-275. Was a triangular. The Vikings, who hosted the match, defeated the Wolves 214-243.
VCC.
Natalie White led the way with a 52. Emily Blank with a 50. Bailey Chavez, whose name you saw earlier on the girls cross country swing there. But this next one right here happened earlier today at LaPorte at Beechwood, the site of next week's sectional at the Pat Ford Invitational. Natalie White and Emily Blank both shot 102 as Wolves finished in 18th place. I believe 23 teams at the event. But again, the Pat Ford Invitational is a dress rehearsal for next week's LaPorte sectional. In volleyball action, the Wolves played twice this week. On Tuesday, they unfortunately lost to Lake Central 25-12, 25-15, and 25-8. And on Thursday, they lost to Chesterton 25-21, 25-11, 25-16. In that loss to Chesterton, Bella Ketchum, Abby Herring, and Kaya Hart all had 3 kills apiece.
And Drew, I'm just going to make a quick compliment. Look at that floor. That is a pretty...
Did you have something to do with that?
I did not. I mean, if they'd have listened to me, it would have looked even nicer, but I'm just,
You may have.
but it is it's looking good.
Was that the end of the video?
That was the end.
That was the end of the video.
And we'd like to thank you for the first
well,
official
I wanna,
Wolfpack
I thought
wrap
that
up.
I thought that we had added this. I want to give a shout out to the boys tennis team. We'll try and get this on before the end of the game.
Sure. You just let me know.
Last weekend they won the New Prairie Invitational.
Oh.
I believe for the third straight season.
Okay.
But they also had wins against La Lumiere and Portage this week, and I could have sworn that we had gotten that on the video, but apparently we did not. But
We'll have to fire the guy who made that.
Yeah, we're going to have to go do it. But if you want to stay in tune with Michigan City Athletics, we want to encourage you to like and follow the Michigan City Wolves Athletics Facebook page, where we're doing our best to try and keep everybody updated on the happenings of all the teams: volleyball, tennis, golf, and cross country.
And Drew, we would always be remiss if you are watching this on YouTube right now and you are not subscribing to the Michigan City Area Schools YouTube page. Please hit the subscribe button. We are so close to 1,000 followers, and by having that 1,000 followers, we can go live a lot easier than we do now. So let's get to that 1,000 followers.
We can go there. I mean, that's going to help us out.
Yes, it absolutely.
So if we put a challenge out there,
yes.
If you go to the Michigan City Area Schools Facebook page, Facebook channel, or excuse me, YouTube
channel.
YouTube channel. That is going to make Coach Garrett's life a heck of a lot easier.
Yeah.
But at that YouTube channel, you can see school board meetings. So if you haven't gotten your fill of Mike Gresham this evening, you can
is this thing on?
See him.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm about to do and put somebody on the like immediate like.
He apologized for blasting us.
No, not that. Watch what I'm about to do here, because I keep telling him I'm going to do this and I haven't done it yet. And watch this.
Joining us now, mid-pizza, or excuse me, it wasn't even pizza. It was Cheetos.
Hall of
sports
Famer.
editor, and Hall of Famer of the Herald-Dispatch, Jim Peters. Jim?
Can I crunch a Cheeto right now?
Yeah, I think you can.
Will I pop the levels?
No, I think you can. You've had a long day because you had to go out to Beechwood earlier. And,
how was that? Wasn't too bad.
Get some
golf.
Get some information from the golf course.
Yeah.
And now here you are doing Friday Night Lights.
Yeah.
Jim Peters, what's new in your world, sir?
Not a whole lot. I think you just described it.
I just described it.
And actually,
it was that easy?
It was that easy.
I want to do this for Jim. Go ahead and plug your site also. I know you're doing a lot of independent work. You're always looking for people to back you up and sponsor.
Yes, I am.
You take good care of Michigan City Athletics.
Thank you.
So go ahead and plug your website as well.
Yeah, it's JP on Preps. I haven't been doing a whole lot lately because I haven't got a lot of financial backing. So it's kind of like my actual job. So, yeah, I appreciate that though. Yeah, I mean, people throw a couple bucks or a pizza or breadsticks at me. Yeah, I'll write a story for them. But I don't require cash, obviously.
I mean, I can sit here and throw breadsticks at
you. You could, yeah.
You can get pizza for that type of thing?
I'm on the barter system. Yeah, it works for me. So, yeah.
But anyway, you can read Jim's stuff at JP on Preps, and also in the pages of the Herald-Dispatch.
And if you're so inclined, if you'd like to read your things more immediately, lpheralddispatch.com, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, the stories will be up there from Chesterton tonight with my son and this game.
And a must follow on X. It's no longer Twitter, it's X.
It's it'll always be
Twitter
to
it's
me.
always Twitter to you.
We're going to dead name the crap out of Twitter, so.
Yeah, let's go.
Jim,
can you just say that? Yeah. Okay, it's PG on here. Okay.
It's PG. Yeah.
I got you. Okay, all right. Can I keep these headsets, or do you want to cut me off? I think
look, if we take it away from you, Aaron's just going to talk. So
Aaron looks like he's actually doing work. I'm just getting orange fingers. So. Yeah.
But we are getting ready for kickoff here. I'm going to turn it back over to Mr. Michael Gresham.
All right, so second half action, as we said, Michigan City will start out with possession. Valpo punching it in very late, 28.8 seconds left to the half to make this 2-score lead at 17-6. Kellen Hosek, the MVP of that last drive. Deep kick taking it about the 3. That is McKinney looking to get some running room. He hits a seam and is out across the 20, call it the 24. And Michigan City will start right there. Once again, always like to thank the people that do so much for local athletes, local athletics. Jim Peters, an absolute legend in the business. JP on preps if you want to aid in his work. Also the Herald Dispatch, as we said.
Yep, him and his son. I'm telling you, every time I can't make a game, I can depend on them to get me the updates. So.
Sat next to CJ last week at Chesterton. Always a good conversation with him, too. Maybe better than Jim.
Oh.
But no.
Whoa. Whoa.
All right, Wolves have it. They will start the drive.
Don't taunt CJ's boss.
And it is going to be a quick out to McKinney. McKinney looking to hit the outs, actually make that Harvell. Call it a gain of about 7 on that one.
Yeah, we haven't heard that a lot tonight, Hart to Harvell. And normally that's on a connection for a touchdown usually. So.
Yeah.
Wowzers.
Well, they should do more of those then.
We've talked a lot about the Michigan City defense. Don't take anything away from the Valpo defense. They're always big and strong, but they've done a good job at limiting big plays since that one big play. City, 3 in the backfield. Hart under center. G gets it, and all kinds of penetration. As we said, the Valpo D playing big, and they just absolutely blew that play up. Call it 3rd and 5, probably a decent spot at that.
Yeah.
That's the one you just wad up and throw over your shoulder. Let us never speak of this again. 3rd and 5 for the Wolves, first possession of the second half. Some quick updates from around the DAC. At the half, Chesterton 14, LaPorte nothing. Maryville 14, Portage 6. And in no surprise at all whatsoever, Crown Point 42, Lake Central, the Goose Egg.
They're trying, though.
They're getting it out, and it is going to be caught complete. That is Mika Laurent with the first down catch. Haven't seen him out there much, but he makes the catch for the first down, so the Wolves will stay on the field and keep this rolling. Nice little quick out. Looked like a little quick pick action there. And really, that's how Michigan City's got to beat the Valpo defense. You're not going to out-physical them. You're not going to beat them hat on hat. You've got to use that team speed as much as you can. Evans gets the handoff, and he will push forward for a couple.
You know what? If he breaks that out to the side, just one more cut, he's running for a while because they had that pretty well contained. Just
Demarion Evans, the gain on that one. They credit him out to the 40, call it a 2nd and 7. Wolves come out this time 4 wide. 2nd and 7. It is G in the backfield. He's going to serve as pass protection. Deep look.
That's
over the middle. It's there if he can pull
off.
it in. Did he pull it in? Yes, he did.
I thought that was picked off. Holy cow.
In between 2 defenders.
Shall we see a replay?
Great play. Down to the 18, 32, call it a 42-yard pass play.
Here's the replay.
Hart to Harvell. Great catch.
I thought that was picked off.
I don't know how he wrestled that out of there. My gosh, what a catch.
I absolutely thought that was picked off.
All right, Wolves now in great territory in the red zone. 1st and 10 on the Valpo 18. 9:40 and counting here, 3rd quarter. This is a big possession. You don't want to leave points on the field here. G with it. He's going to look to hit the outside. Gets to the first level. He keeps fighting forward. The offensive line pushing ahead. I'm not sure who 55 is. We didn't figure that out, but he probably added 2 yards onto the end of that run by pushing G forward. So that ball rests on the 14-yard line. 2nd and 6 upcoming for Michigan City.
Yes. He's still holding his hand. He's hurt.
Rub a little rubber pellet on it. I
Yeah.
guess there's not much dirt out there
No.
on this field, but
I'd go right back at him.
and G does.
Yep.
They go right at that same side
Keep
again.
pushing
And again,
those
G
legs.
pushing forward. Let's see where they mark him. Call it the 11, so it'll be about 3rd and 3. G, physical run in between the tackles here. 7 yards on 2 carries.
I mean, last weekend, Jamarion G brought us alive in that second half of that Chesterton game.
50-yard
Yeah.
run he had.
Yep.
And then a big 23-yard run as well.
Yep.
Really changed the complexion of that game because Michigan City was looking for something.
And couldn't find it, and
And
that
then
helped.
bang.
Yep. Yeah, I sure would too. Because I'm sorry, this is 4-down territory no matter how you look at it.
And again, I want to give credit, but that right side of the line looks like the big side for the Wolves, and they're going to pound it there again. Harville goes airborne.
And they,
Give him no game.
No game, yep. He started to look like he was going to give him a yard on it, but he didn't.
The Valpo defenders caught him in mid-stride and put him down.
And you know what?
4th and 3, let's see.
I'd run it on the
Michigan
opposite
City
side this
get
time.
adventurous here. They are going to go for it. No kicker coming in. Again, Michigan City kicking game with graduation. New kickers this year.
Even
both
last year.
Punter and kicker, inexperienced.
Mm-hmm.
So City down 2 scores, 11 points. Going to need a touchdown at some point. And G pushes forward. I don't think he made it. Let's see where they mark him. If it's at the 9, it's no good. And the officials already turning around the other way, going to call it turnover on downs. It is Valparaiso football.
I would have ran it on the other side. Yep. I don't know why we keep. I mean, I get why they did because that's where the big line men are. But you run it on the other side and you might have walked that in. Nope. I'm sure not. And Cody French will yell at me on Monday for saying all this. He's never yelled at me. He's such a teddy bear. That's what I'm gonna call him. And now he's definitely gonna yell at me because I called him a teddy bear.
Oh, Aaron. All right, so Michigan City can't do anything with it.
I'd like a turnover here.
It is now up to the defense. Michigan City down 2 scores here in the 3rd. It's not panic time yet, but you definitely don't want to go down 3 scores. Deep territory as Burdick tries to get to the 2nd level and does break loose out of a tackle from Tucker. Taken down at about the 15-yard line. Call it 2nd and 5. And this is where that running game starts to take its toll. Berta's pounded on you. And those 2 to 3 yard gains turn in 4 to 5 yard gains, which turn into 7 to 10s, which get broke.
Yep. And missed tackle after missed tackle doesn't help the situation either.
Absolutely. 2nd and 5, Vikings. 4 wide, 3 to the top of your screen. Hosick going to keep it.
And
he gets
we're
to the
just-
outside.
Yeah.
And a flag comes in.
Yeah.
It is enough for a first down if it stands, but
That's not going to stand.
flag down in the backfield is typically a holding penalty.
And it'll be a spot foul?
That is normal, yes. It is a hold, so a first down comes off the board. It's going to go back to 2nd and long. Flag laying at the 18-yard line. Let's see where they march this one back to. Official also standing on the 18-yard line, so I think they're going to toss him the ball, and he's going to go for about a 10-yard walk.
And look at that. Just as you said it, he walks.
It's like I've seen a high school football game before, folks.
No. That's the kind of run I want to do tomorrow.
Yeah, I was going to say, he actually, let's see.
2nd and 10?
He puts it down on the 9, even though the flag was on the 18, but, half the distance. There you go. Thank you for saving me, Rob. The official's right as usual. Me wrong as usual. So 2nd and 11. They look a quick out. Stokes gets it. He's got some room to run and going to be knocked out of bounds up near the 20. Let's see where they spot it. 17 is the spot. First down marker sits, I'm thinking, the 21. About halfway between the 20 and the 21, let's call it. So 3rd in a short situation. Again, an important stop here for Michigan City. Let's see what they can do here. Valpo shows 3 wide, tight end in the set. Berta in the backfield. They look, they're going to drop it to Berta. No, it's a fake. And then no flag, no flag. I wasn't going to call it, but incomplete, no flag. So that will force 4th down for the Vikings. It was a very, very close play.
I'm not going to say anything. Well, I did, but
well,
yeah, by that, you know. I wanted the turnover. You asked for the stop. I wanted the turnover. I just don't want the turnover to happen here.
And a minimal amount of gain is the big thing. They got the ball at their own 10. They couldn't even get back out to the 20 after the penalty. So he
did this
has
time.
been avoiding the Michigan City returners, and it gets right past him. Don't touch it, don't touch it. Well, he's going to go touch it.
Well, he just didn't want that to go any further
down
back.
At the 25, but really the important thing there, you've lost the return.
But
footballs are weird shape. You don't want it to bounce off your body and create a turnover like we saw a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
That really changed the scope of the game against Jeff. So,
although I think he was thinking if he doesn't pick that up, it's going to go another 15 yards back from there rolling. So
once you don't run up on the ball, you have to accept what it does.
Yeah, that's true.
And I know the instinct is to run that thing down, but there's so many really bad things that can happen.
Yeah, bright lights, you know. Yeah.
But anyway, Michigan City will take over. A big field flip on that one. 18-32 to the 23, 27, about a 60-yard field flip there.
And 25 of it was on the ground.
Yep. Quick out. They're going to get the ball to Kai Hart. Kai Hart trying to work out. He is going to get wrapped up quickly, taken down at about the 26. And that's why you make that play. You know the athleticism of Kai Hart. If he can make one guy miss, that turns from what's essentially a short run into a home run. And you put the ball in the hands of your athletes as much as you can here. Because, again, that's how you stay in this game and you beat Valpo. 2 backs in the formation. They're going to give it to the close back. G. He gets
got
outside,
some space.
tries to get through the seam, but a flag. Up near the 1st down marker, but it looks like that one's going to come back. They do signal a hold. Preliminary signal from the official in the middle of it all. So instead of a 1st down, it is going to be a 2nd and long. It is officially a hold now. Flag lays at the 28, so this should bring it back to about the 18. Oh, make that the 29 is where they're going to start the official walk from. Good recognition. Good recognition.
That's fair. That is, I could be negative Nancy and say, but then we threw a pick, and then we.
Hart with a nice look over the middle, bringing that in to catch it is Anthony Murphy. So he's going to cut most of the yardage off of that play. Ball rests now on the 30. 3rd and 3 upcoming. So a nice play. Trin Hart broke contain and flipped that into the middle of the field to the awaiting Anthony Murphy. Mr. Murphy looking for a big year on the basketball court as well. He's going to be one of those senior leaders for our Wolves.
I'm going to play that again because I had their other camera up and was plugging in something. Sorry, guys. So.
Coach Upshaw coming to Michigan City to take over our Wolves program. A lot of talent in the hopper. And with Jack Smiley going to La Lumiere from Valpo, a very wide open conference this year. G hits the hole short. They're going to try and push
got
him
it.
forward.
He got it. He got it.
They're marking him out across. So it will be a Michigan City 1st down.
The key is the legs were still moving.
He is the shape of a bowling ball. He's short, and you're right, his legs never quit moving. No,
we actually love you, and she's here tonight.
Oh, for a football back, that's a compliment. A bowling ball, knocking people down, yeah, that's a good thing.
She actually works for Michigan City Area School, so we love her.
Shout out to the G's.
Yeah.
Nothing but a G thing. Anyway.
There.
Over the middle.
That was money.
Just out of the hands of Laurent.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Nice look, just a bit outside. 2nd and 10 upcoming for the Wolves. 4:09 to go here, 3rd quarter of play. Both teams have had it once. Michigan City now trying a second time. Trailing in this one 17-6. Well, and it's more of the mid to short range passing game. They're going to give it to the up back.
Oh, my goodness.
Makes the first guy miss, makes the second guy miss,
And
runs the next guy over, gain of 12 on the play.
I talked to Jam earlier today, and I told him I needed him to show up and show out today, and right now that's what he's doing.
2nd first down on this drive for the Wolves. I'm faking an injury from up here.
Right.
Actually, I probably did pull something just watching that. But
Going in the elevator, I almost tore an ACL, so there's
another drop for G. He again just
still moving.
But yet
Probably
you want
push
to run
that
for a
pile
medal
too hard.
tomorrow?
Listen,
Oh, no.
there's no contact in that. I don't have to, just the pavement, right? But I could get turf toe running to the 50, right? That's. Is that covered in the school insurance if I get is that like workman's comp if I
That's
get
that
hurt?
long waiver you got to sign.
Oh, dang it.
If you die, it's not our fault. Paraphrasing, of course.
Well, I just want to look at number 90 because he's still that's a big guy even for. Yeah.
Lucas Peterson, the
6'2",
sophomore.
225.
Oh, nice catch. Coming back to the ball. Let's see who caught that. Looks like Kai Hart, number 2, I think.
Is that a first
Or no, number 8.
down?
Oh, no, Harvell.
No.
Harvell. Nope, that is
a
Murphy,
3rd
number
and
8.
1.
Oh, they mark him a little short there on the comeback.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that is number 8, Anthony Murphy.
It is. The 0 and the 8 are kind of hard to tell. The 2 isn't much easier. City, always a pro at finding jerseys that are hard to read numbers in from all the way across the field. Shout out. Hart with the keeper. He breaks loose. He's got one man to beat. He can't, but a big first down on the keeper there. Trin Hart breaking loose into plus territory for the Wolves. Mark him down at the 27, gain of 18. It is region time, 2:19 left here in your 3rd quarter. Wolves, this is a big possession. They were close last time, stalling out at their own 9. You've got 14 minutes left in the game. You need 2 scores. At least one of them's got to be a touchdown as Evans is taken down quickly. Positive, but probably not a gain of 1 even. Minute 45 and counting here for your 3rd quarter. No score by either team so far here in the 3rd.
And we knocked on the door, but here we are again, though.
Wolves looking to do something. Again, really getting a little more important to score on each drive here. Trailing 17-6. It is Hart deep. He looks to go deep to Kai Hart.
Where's the flag? Where's the flag? I mean, he shook his hand twice and signed an autograph.
But they call it incomplete. Looked like even a pretty clear grab. It wasn't even a slick one where you kind of get up underneath the jersey low. He had the hand grabbing the shoulder pad.
Oh, yeah. Hear it from the crowd right now.
And Coach French out there letting him know he's not happy.
Let me give you the Mark Mars preview here. Shook his hand. Hi, how you doing, sir? Let me just grab that arm a little bit and talk to you. And
all right, so regardless of what the outcome was of the previous play, it does mean a 3rd down and 10. Wolves probably in 4-down territory in here. See what they're going to do. I see 3 wide, 1 tight end, and Moreland on the end of the
now
formation.
a timeout.
And now French Going to have to take a timeout, and he is still. You know the situation where the manager goes out to the mound for no other reason than so he can yell at the umpire again?
He's still kind of talking to him, even though he's.
I get it's a big third down.
This timeout's not for my boys. It's for.
We have a quick timeout, Aaron. Do you have that video?
You always ask me stuff and that I don't have. Like what? Hold on. What was this video that I was supposed to be getting? What was it called, Drew?
Right there.
Yep.
There you go.
Here we go. There you go.
Earlier, I inadvertently omitted the boys' tennis shenanigans from the last week, but again, right there at the 20th annual New Prairie Varsity Invitational. Of course you can.
Okay.
Victor Ducey, Riley Emschweiler Sowers, and Jacob Hazel were all first place in their flights as the Wolves won the New Prairie Invitational for the third year in a row. And there is a win over La Lumiere. That was at La Lumiere. And then the Wolves went on the road to beat Portage in the Duneland Conference.
All right.
And we're back to football.
Big third down here. Trin sprints out to the side. He's got a completion.
And Mark Mars with the angle there. I don't know if anybody was watching that.
They're going to mark him a yard short. No.
Is Mark okay? Yes.
Wow. I thought the one official standing on the 12-yard line, but they just moved it forward. The first down marker was resting on the 11.
I just want to replay that one more time. Mark Mars with the.
Is it just me, or are officials measuring a lot less? 6. McKinney.
Here's Mark Mars with this beautiful angle. He takes one for the team here. Takes one
for
for the team here. Yeah. We hope you're okay, Sue.
R.I.P. Mr. Mars.
We're sorry.
You're no longer on school insurance, just so you know. And they're going to hit it to Jeet. No, they're not.
And that's picked off.
It's going to be picked off.
Yep, that was a bad.
And Hart hauls him out of bounds. Jacob Moore looked like on the interception there for Valpo.
I don't know what
that is
we were looking at.
Huge turn of events there. Michigan City looking to go in and score. Instead, the interception turns everything around the other way.
Yeah, I'm not sure what was going on here, what we were looking at.
They've got the replay up. Is Valpo going to take over on their 35?
Oops. And it froze. Hold on a second. I'll get it back.
56 seconds to go here, third quarter of play from Ames Field. 56 seconds left.
So here we go. He wasn't even turned around.
He felt the pressure and looked to get rid of it.
Yep,
boy, you got to throw that at somebody's feet instead of tossing that up. And they're going to try and get to the outside with Stokes. He does break loose. Let's see. He's going to pull up.
That's something you see in the NFL.
Well,
whether you're making it like, ooh, I got a contract, or I got a contract coming up. And I might get hurt here. I was going to say that looked like ooh, contract coming up, and I don't get hurt, and then you do get hurt.
We haven't seen that young man pull up, and all of a sudden he looked like if he hit another gear, he had a chance to go all the way. And then all of a sudden he kind of pulled up and went down.
He is holding his hamstring.
Yeah. That's what I was going to say. You don't normally see that. That was like.
So the senior wideout been the second biggest receiver out there for Valpo so far in this game. Let's see what the season stats look like for the receivers. Stokes does lead the team with 10 catches coming into today.
And now we got a guy on the ground stretching, cramping. Yeah, we got a guy cramping.
That is Marquez Dabney.
And then on their side, it was
Julian Stokes.
Stokes, yeah.
Yep. All right, so a quick break here as you hate to see that.
Although he seems to be walking fairly normal. Yeah.
Hopefully it is a cramp.
Oh, we have one now too. Do you see ours? Yeah. No, do you see ours? The black one right there. We got a real tent too.
It's just.
That's what theirs is too. It's the same thing.
All right, so the play ended at the 41. Clock starts. Vikings out there again, 3 wide in motion.
False start.
I was going to say, a lot of excess motion. Looked like Valpo jumped, wasn't on the same page, half the line there.
Yeah, they were ready to go.
Oh, they call offsides on Michigan City.
Oh, okay.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So that makes a 1st and 10 into a 1st and 5.
See, this is
Vikings
where we start
will have it on the City 36. And the defensive possessions, we talked about offense becoming important. You can't let Valpo score anything more than a field goal here. You've got to keep it at a 2-score game. Lot going on, and Berta almost breaks loose, but the Wolves knock him down after a gain of 3. Ethan Buskirk on the bottom of that pile. Haven't said his name a whole lot tonight, but again, 16 tackles last week in the middle of a lot in that Chesterton game. And Valpo gonna go back to the sidelines, end the 3rd quarter right there. So end of 3 from Ames Field. It is Valparaiso 17, Michigan City 6. Valpo gonna have the ball in plus territory, looking to try and salt this one away.
Some people see a huddle in the locker room. We see a second classroom. Some see a student athlete on the court. We see a future leader in the community. You see, high school sports in Indiana are special. That's because they're about learning and growing, not just winning and losing. Fans, I'm Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support education-based athletics in Indiana by buying a ticket to your high school's next athletic event.
All right, we're back here, 4th quarter of play. Michigan City got some work to do. First things first, they are going to have to dig in on defense and really stop things from moving forward for the Vikings. It's 2nd and 2 after an offsides penalty set up a 1st and 5. Wolves defense really cannot let a big score happen here if they want to try and rally in the last 12 minutes of this one. They've done a good job defensively. The offense has struggled at times, as that is just short of the 1st down. Only a gain of a yard. I'm sure Berta on the bottom of that pile, he is. All right, Michigan City, they've got a chance defensively, although I would almost bet my house that it's 4-down territory.
Absolutely.
Yep. 3rd and a 1, 3rd and a true 1, we'll even call it. It's a fake 1. Big set on defense, motion. McKenzie, they will drop it off to Berta. Berta pounds into the line, moving it forward. And he does get the long gain there, 4-yard gain, 1st down. So Vikings will reset the down markers. Ball on the 27-yard line. So this is where Michigan City really needs to make the stand. Tough to come back from a 1st and 5.
Yeah.
Vikings 3 wide, tight end set back. Berta in the backfield. Hosek hands to Berta. Berta into the 2nd level. He was not touched until 5 yards down the field. He gains 5. 2nd and 5 upcoming as we go under 11 for your ball game. That's right about his average on the season. I believe he came in with 66 carries in 3 games. So do the math there, folks. That's 22 a night. Berta with carry number 21. He bangs it forward for a couple more. Gonna set up a 3rd and 2. Gonna need more columns there. Hopefully Excel takes good care of you. There you go,
right.
there you go.
This is copy and paste.
Valpo also taking a lot of time, as much as they can, running the play clock down, as they don't even come to the line until we hit 15 seconds.
And I mean, why not? You got
the clock is their friend.
Yeah, you got
Berta, he is
game.
met right away. Can he push the pile forward? No, he cannot. He's going to lose a yard. City defense.
Will they go for it?
Almost certainly. I don't think you try and kick from 37 to go up 14. I think at this point, you know your defense has been stout. They've only given up the 1 score in this game. You trust them if you go for it on 4th.
defense stout or offense you're playing
I'm going to
not
give credit
so
to the
stout?
Valpo defense. They are a big
I mean, they've
physical
been where they
defense.
needed to be,
Yep.
but I mean,
Yep.
I mean, I could catch some of these interceptions. So
They're going to try and draw the Wolves off sides to hard count. And
calling a timeout.
they will call the timeout. They're first, so they will have 2 left, as do the Wolves. So 4th and call it about 2.5. We will see what the Vikings do here. Decision time for Valparaiso. Do they really come back out and go for it, or do they try and kick in? They are just inside the far hash, so not a straight-on kick, but not all the way out off the far hash either. So we'll see what kind of distance the Vikings kicker might have in their heads. Let's see. I do not believe they are kicking. So they're going to mark the ball. See where the call it 20, so 36 yards, just under 37.
It's a high school record for Valpo.
I'm sure it's not. Valpo's had some heck of a kickers over the years. 9-12, the clock sits. Ball is down, kick is up, and good. 37 is good, so Vikings extend this out to a 2-touchdown score.
I made myself look stupid.
And probably had another 10 yards.
Yeah, I was
going
to
to
say,
that
I'm
was
like,
not.
That wasn't even close to being short.
So 36-yard field goal, call it. 9:06 left in the ball game. Wolves need 2 scores in a hurry to get back into this one.
You know what's sad is Michigan City could be leading this game.
Oh, God, yes.
They've lessened, yeah. We've stopped shooting ourselves in the foot on penalties. Now it's just taking care of the ball. Yep.
And look, I was just going to say, yes, it would be awesome to win this football game, but the one you really care about is when you draw Valpo in the sectionals.
Which we'll have in the first round because that's what always happens.
Whatever title is going through Valparaiso, mark my words. The sectional 10 title will go through Valparaiso at some point. Okay, wow.
October 8th, 10th, something like that.
But you know what? That's been the nice thing about Coach Buzia got here. Yes, we used to live for that LaPorte game, and in a lot of seasons that was literally the only game that mattered. But now Michigan City football has higher aspirations than just beating LaPorte. They really want to measure success by how many banners are hung up. Yeah.
Can somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't there an article where the great Jim Peters next to us interviewed a LaPorte football player?
Looking for McKinney over the middle.
Yep.
Oh, they said no catch. Must have bounced off the ground, but you are correct, Rob. The flag sitting right in the bar of the window there for me. Interference. So in high school football, it's not a spot foul. It is a 15-yarder.
Yep.
So 21 to 36.
I'm replaying it. I just am.
It must have been early, right there maybe.
No, and then I lost it after that. So back to what I was saying. The great Jim Peters interviewed a LaPorte football player, and if I quote correctly, they said there is no competition. We own Michigan City, something like that. And I'm not going to say that's not wrong. If you look at the overall,
right.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the overall.
G with the big carry there, bowling through Vikings. Gain of 7 on the play.
But I don't know if they could say that in the last 6 or 7 seasons.
No. Like I said, Coach Buzz kind of changed the buzz around Michigan City football.
If you could use that term.
Yeah. Sorry, Coach. But Coach Buzz, Coach Mason, and now Coach French have had a much higher level of football than we saw in the early 2000s.
Yep.
Despite some really good players coming through here in that era.
Including.
Trying to get to the outside G. He stumbles, he bumbles, and he is tossed out of bounds.
Including an NFL player.
And he might not be the only one by the time we're done.
Yeah. Speaking of players, I don't even know, is Jaden playing?
I do not believe he got carried in his first game. I haven't heard an update since. But lots of Michigan City players out there playing football right now. Again, Deion Smith down at Ball State. Jaden Hart at Syracuse. I don't know how you make an orange sound.
Yeah, I don't either. That's why I didn't. You notice I had nothing to say for that one.
Another first down for the Wolves. They look to go to work. Hart going to look deep.
That's going to get picked off, too.
And Hart does a good job playing safety on that one to make sure it was not intercepted. Little short on that one. Maybe a little contact. Trin Hart came up kind of holding his side there. Yeah. Second down, 10 to go. Yeah, that was.
Let me see if I can see the contact on Hart.
Both of them were receivers on
that
play.
Oh, yeah, he did.
So 2 deep in the backfield. They will give it to G. G looking for a hole, can't find it, but he just runs over Vikings. What new? Gain of 2 on the play. I think he was about 4 yards of coverage there.
Yeah.
He tried to get out, but I think they had a little better contain on that one. All right, so a big third down here for Michigan City again. Needing 2 scores. 3rd and 8 situation coming up.
Yeah, because they're just going to run this, the Vikings get this back.
And it is tipped at the line of scrimmage.
Whoa.
And a little scrapping going on. I think number 90 there for Valpo might have been done with being run over tonight.
Yeah, he's.
All right, so this is a huge 4th down situation. Probably not exaggerating to call it a game situation here. Well, Valpo with 4th and 8th, yeah. Keep your secondary deep and send everybody else. Make Michigan City and Trent beat you. They're going to roll it out to try and move
He's
the
got
pocket.
room if he.
It's open. It is caught at the 36-yard line by McKinney.
I'll say he had room to run, too, if he wanted it.
Big first down. He gets out of bounds, though, to stop the clock. 6:53 showing. Nice catch, nice throw. Nice rotation of the pocket. Good play call there by Coach French to kind of take the target off the back of Trin Hart. Valparaiso sending the whole Porter County after him. Harvell and G, deep backs. And it will be G to get the football. He hits the middle of the line and not much there. Taken down pretty quickly after a short gain.
Quick third quarter score. Chesterton 21, LaPorte nothing.
So next week we're on the road.
Correct.
Not us personally, but Michigan City is on the road. And they're going to
Merrillville.
Right on 65.
Yep. Vikings humiliated the week before by Crown Point, trying to redeem themselves this week with Portage. Portage has kept that game close.
Oh, that was
thrown away.
scary.
Harville looks to break loose. He makes somebody miss, and he's still on his feet.
And now they're going to get a blindside block.
Flag.
Yep. And he didn't need to do it. That's the problem. He didn't need to do it.
The play was gone.
Yep. Discipline, gentlemen, discipline. If you go back and watch this, You keep yourself in games when you stay disciplined. Yep. He was 3 yards past him when he threw that block. Now you lose 10 yards. Oh, yeah, because it's a personal foul.
And the official going to get his steps in today as he walks this one off. Ball is going to be put down at about the 48-yard line.
Second and...
Call it, well, they're having a discussion. Nope, 5 more.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
And
25 or 20?
No, it's 15 from the spot even. So 38 to 47, so that's 15.
No, I'm doing the math of second
how far?
and 27. I was going to say 26, but it's
Hart going to drop to throw. He breaks contain, looking to go
And
somewhere. And he will gain about a yard before he is swallowed up by green and white.
third and about a quarter of the field now.
That is no exaggeration either.
Yep.
Well, you don't. So what you do is you try and do something quick to maybe get half of it back and see.
Well, he got, I won't even say stood up. He was.
Stood up
Yeah.
and then popped.
Yeah.
So 3rd and 20-something. Hart looking over the middle. That is almost picked off
Overthrew
again.
him and oh, I still got the flag up from sorry, guys.
The Viking receiver actually make that secondary. Yep.
Yeah,
5:22. This is 4th and 26. I don't know. They're
Trent's
going to bring Moreland out and punt.
Trent's gingerly walking and now holding his ribs just a second ago. So
He's trying to tough it out,
Yeah.
but we'll see as Coach Cody goes and kind of follows him into the huddle to see what his status might be for the last 5:22 of this one. Wolves offense cannot get going. Again, give credit to the Vikings defense. They have been physical. They have made the plays they've needed to play, all except once tonight.
and now we run the ball.
As Moreland, nice looking kick there, gonna bounce. Will it stay?
Oh.
And it bounces into the end zone. I was oh, there is a flag down. And this could be interesting, though. Here's one of the things I don't
well,
like
Michigan
about high
City's
school football.
confused, so it's on us. That's what I'm thinking. I'm looking at number 4 on Michigan City, who's, yep, re-kick it.
And yes,
Yep, they're going to re-kick it.
one of my pet peeves about high school football, if they would have ran over the kicker and got a major penalty, no first down.
So now it's 4th and 31.
He maths fast, doesn't he, folks?
Well, it's easy when it's 5. So when you get the 7s and yeah, I was like, don't give me anything that's not that. I don't.
So Valpo going to take another chance at returning this one.
And if I was Michigan City, I'd fake it and just try and pick up 32 yards.
I don't see any of
Run.
the gadget guys in there.
Just. Now it's going
Valpo
for a fair
gonna
catch.
signal for the fair quest at about the
Yes,
20.
it is.
Yep. Moreland getting a little better every time out there.
We could use that.
All right, so it's 5:05 for your ball game. City and Valpo both with 2 timeouts. One team going to need to use them. Vikings, you know what this is about. Berta, Berta, Berta.
You know what I just thought about? This is random, but I have not heard from Linda Meyer, retired counselor, Michigan City High School.
You got to know the spot.
And
to
I know
find
she's
her.
probably watching, but normally I get a text message or 2 from her. Linda, if you're watching, first of all, hit like on that YouTube page and then text me.
Our favorite.
Yeah, so 997, so we need 3 more?
Berta. City defense stands him up. Berta just fights his way forward for a couple, though. Out near the 22. 2nd down, under 5 minutes we go for your football game. Michigan City defense and in a tough spot here. They know exactly what's coming, but that doesn't make it any easier. Valpo very smartly using the clock, letting it run. The clock is their friend. Motion. Wolves defense adjusts. They are going to look to pass. Berta scrambling for his life. Did he get rid of it? I think they called that incomplete. It was tough to see. I think he threw the football into the ground.
There a flag out? Oh, okay.
There is a flag. It's sitting at about the 21-yard line there. Let's see what the officials get together and have a conversation about. Oh, double motion. Yeah, two guys in motion. Good call, Rob.
I was going to say,
I don't know if
Mind
you're
reader
Michigan City here.
don't take
do
it.
you take the result?
Yeah.
Can you take the result of the play?
Go 3rd and 8.
The officials are over here talking to the Michigan City
Yes,
coaching
they are.
staff.
Yeah.
Pointing. And, yeah, with
So now it goes back even further because it went out of bounds. So
even
now
if
it's
it was an incomplete pass, it brings up
3rd and 8.
long.
Yeah, it's 3rd and 8. So
And you really want to force Valpo to get rid of the football as quick as possible.
Yeah.
So they're
yeah,
and
I don't take it. I don't. Yeah, I don't take
Wolves
it.
leader Adrian Holly out there trying to give a little advice. No.
They didn't say if he declined it, and he declines it. Yep,
It is
there
declined.
it is.
All
Yep,
right,
third
so
and
3rd and long. Michigan City getting a little bit of a break there as Valpo tried throwing that ball.
yeah, I don't know why you throw.
Sometimes I think you just
I
you
think-
overthink it.
Or sometimes you just want to try and embarrass someone, and then you end
No,
up
I don't think
embarrassing
that's
yourself.
it at all. They think if we can get one more first down, maybe we end this game. That's what's going through the mind of the Valpo coaching staff in that play. And instead, 3rd and 17. God, I didn't have that one on the bingo card.
Oh, there was a jump there.
3rd and 17, and Valpo is going to pass. They look, and instead Hosek's going to pull it down and try and run. Looking, and he's going to throw a ground ball up the middle as he is nailed by the City defense. That is Sincere Hodges knocking him down, and never had a chance to really get anything on that football because of it. Good defense by Michigan City, though.
Where are we?
I'm with you.
See, y'all disagreed with me when I said they were trying to embarrass us and get a
No,
home
I
run
don't
here.
think that-
And I'm still going to go with.
You're
they
a
were trying-
classic overthinker.
Do you really? Oh, come on. I am, but I don't care who you are. If you can put the dagger, you put the dagger. Well, I mean, yes, I agree. You don't pass. I picked that up right now, but
No one was close.
Yeah, no one was close. That was one that you run back. You get that at the 40-yard line at that point. And well, if my memory serves me
and
correctly,
2 timeouts left still.
a few years ago, we sat in this booth during a regional championship game. That's true. And I felt like the same situation happened where there was a chance where Valpo had a chance to come back and win a game and run some clock, and they did some similar things like this before. So it's not unusual, but, I mean, I'm sure there's a rhyme or reason of it. I don't coach, so I don't know.
Tom Jones syndrome?
Maybe, and we
McKinney breaks loose if he can stay in bounds. Looking for the signal.
Nope.
Out of bounds.
Nope, he's out.
The official did a good job at the
Yep.
end zone looking back to his partner to see.
But Rob,
They
that's
are
the-
giving him the
long
catch,
first
though.
down.
They're giving-
It
yeah.
looks like they are giving him the catch.
But, Rob, that if he scores a touchdown there, that could have came back to haunt them. Like one play, and they're in, 5 seconds goes off the clock.
And only 10 seconds did go off the
Yeah.
clock there, 3:59 to 3:49.
Yeah.
McKinney out of bounds. 1st and 10 at the 20.
And I mean, like, if,
Wolves still alive.
even on this play, if they score the touchdown, that you could get the ball back potentially. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't have a camera over there, otherwise I would tell you. But
Hart rolls
Don't
out,
throw it.
looking to throw across
Throw
his
the ball.
body. Now he's going to run, and not much of a gain there as he's taken down out of bounds.
and he was taken out of bounds.
But he gets
about
out of
3
bounds.
yards out of bounds. But
He was already making the tackle, though, I think they are going to say. So give him a gain of 1 on that one. Again, the clock stops at 3:41.
Quick scores around the Duneland in the third quarter. Merrillville 20, Portage 6. Already a final. Crown Point 42, Lake Central 14.
Oh.
And in the fourth quarter,
Twice.
in the fourth quarter,
I'm
Chesterton
sure that
21,
was
LaPorte 0.
JV or freshman going on out there for
Eighth
Crown
grade
Point.
team at that point. Yeah, but you get 14 on Crown Point, you that's a moral victory right there.
And trying to break loose is Trin Hart. He can't. He will be taken down. This is when you get up a little slower as a Viking. They kind of lay there,
Did he get a yard on that
and
one?
wait. No, he's going to get nothing on that one. Maybe even a loss of a
I
yard.
think
Call
they
it third
stepped
and
it
10.
back, yeah.
Yep. All right, so again, 3rd and 10 as the clock rolls, 3:19 and counting. Michigan City needs to get moving here.
Yeah.
Michigan City also in 4-down territory here. You're not going to see them kick the ball for the rest of this game. Well, at least not punt. Motion, Hart drops, looks to go over the head for McKinney.
Flag. No,
Nope.
they're going to say it's, let's say it wasn't, I won't say PA or a PI, but holding for sure on that one. But
What do they call that? Hand play? Is that the official term for it?
Yeah.
All right, so Michigan City's game sits here, 4th and 10. Michigan City needing a miracle here if they're going to come back in this one. 2:55 for your ball game, 4th and 10. They have it on the Valpo 20. Looking to get something going here. Got to get at least 10 to stay alive.
Or a good penalty.
Trin going to roll the pocket out, looking. Valpo comes loose. They're going to tie him up, and he just throws the ball away.
Not
Trying to make something happen. Ball comes loose. They are going to call it a fumble, put him down at the 22, and that will, for all intents and purposes, end this football game. Vikings going to take over on their own 22. Yeah. And Valpo, instead of sending a ton of pressure, really a lot of coverage there and made sure no one was open. Yep. Trin, of course, a junior quarterback, really getting his first real big action. Yep. He played some in relief of Ty Bush last year when Ty was injured, but this is his first real action as Berta. Short gain on the play. And folks, playing in the DAC is not easy. You've got a state champion here as a timeout going to be called by the Wolves. Yep. So take nothing away from the Vikings. They have, outside of that first week and a half, call it, have been a dominant football team. Penn somehow ran up and down the field on them. Andrean had a good start to a game against them. Since then, in 10 quarters of play, the Vikings defense has given up this one touchdown. Yep. And the good news for Michigan City is nothing about this game has indicated that when it comes sectional time, City can't improve to the point where they have a shot at beating Valparaiso. Yep. Every game Michigan City has played this year, no matter what the score has looked like, City has had legitimate chances, and they have not played an easy team yet this year. Yep. At the time of being played. Now, obviously, we knocked Chesterton out of the top, but yeah, when we played them. As Hosick going to run a keeper here, he makes sure to stay in bounds in the middle of the field, and a timeout going to be called. Michigan City using their final one. 3rd and about 3 as we take a quick break here. 2:27 to go as Coach French going to call his last timeout. Look down the line a little bit. As we said, Michigan City next week, it doesn't get much easier as they will go out to the Pirates Den of Maryville. Maryville up 20-6, I think last we heard on Portage.
Demery Stadium in Maryville.
Yeah, the Pirates Den.
I like to call it the Concrete Palace.
Pirates gather wherever they want to. They're pirates.
I like
All right, and then finally, the schedule gives a little bit more space for Michigan City after Maryville. Then they start into, really, that's such a big three to run through, Chesterton, Valpo, Maryville. Then they come home for Lake Central. They go out to Portage, which is going to be a tough game again. And then they host LaPorte, Crown Point to finish out the season. And I believe LaPorte is our homecoming, right? October 11th?
It is.
Correct.
And then senior night is Crown Point, I think.
Yep.
And that'll be a fun senior night.
And
yeah.
probably by then, Crown Point will be crowned as the DAC champion.
Half our seniors will be on the bench not playing so they don't get hurt for the
Yep. Adrian Holly, a nice stop there. Yep. A little bit of a limp there, too. Got to admire this young man's work ethic, though. This game is all but decided. Valpo's basically running out the clock here, and this young man is still playing like the game is on the line.
Doesn't stop until it's at 0.
Every Michigan City athlete from high school age all the way down through middle school football, Pop Warner, should be watching this young man and learning the work ethic, the motor, the dedication to the game that this young man has. And Valpo, I think, just took a timeout. They did. So 4th and 3, minute 42 left for your ball game.
So,
there's no way they don't punt this.
So I'm going to just start this off right now as we have only a minute and 42 seconds left. I think I said this week 3 for us, or 2. 2. We got to figure out how to score.
Yep. 7, 13, 20, and 6.
Yeah, we got to figure out how to score. I can't blame our defense. Our defense has actually played quite well.
No, look, you hold Valpo to 20 points.
Yeah.
You should win a football game.
And 2 of those were on turnovers.
I believe
I think, right?
Is
through the interception, and they scored on the next possession. Yeah. So like I said, we got to learn how to score.
And this is the lowest output
for
the year.
We got 2 or 3 D1 wide receivers that got to get this ball too.
This is a team that put up 42 points on Penn. Big 6A physical tough Penn. Yeah.
I mean, like I said, hats off to Valpo's defense, but I mean, we just got to figure out how to score.
Takes a backwards bounce, and it'll die down at the Michigan City, the Valpo 47. They'll mark it at the 48, so Michigan City will start there. Call it 1st and 48 as they need a touchdown with a minute 31, and then a little bit of a Friday night miracle to try and come back in this one.
I mean, if you're French in practice, do you just put the ball at the 1-yard line and let them run it in about 10 times so they know what scoring feels like? I mean, I don't know. Yeah. So, I mean, it's just on paper, this team should be scoring 40 points a game.
Look, the skill positions, there is no doubt that Michigan City has some amazing skill players, but it's on the line, and it is a young, rebuilt offensive line.
Yeah.
To grow into these positions.
And a new quarterback,
give guys,
too, with that.
Yeah. As a quick out is executed to Harvell. He gets a gain of about 3. They're going to come back.
Is that his, second
catch
of the game?
Yep.
Any other attempts towards his direction?
And again, credit the Valpo defense for making sure he has not been a part of this.
Yeah. 3rd, okay.
City, as we approach 1 minute for the game, trips bunched. Hart gonna roll, reset the pocket. Now we look to run. He gets loose. He is trying to get out of bounds, but the Viking defender gonna pull him down at the 40.
And he ran backwards.
He was trying to get to the out of bounds. but good defense. That's number 17 for Valpo, Ty Morris. Make it a good open field tackle to make sure that doesn't happen. 3rd and 2 coming up as we go under 35 seconds for your ball game. Again, reminder, we will be covering all Michigan City home games on the Michigan City Network as they look to go deep. It's an open shot. Can he get to the end zone? Yes! Laurent with the catch on that one. So call it a 40-yard touchdown pass. Michigan City not going away. Now they need the miracle part.
Yeah, well, now they got to. Now first of all, we got to kick a field goal and make it. That would be the first part of this, because you kind of need it.
And then you also have to recover an onside kick.
Yes, which they know is coming. And
Yep. Well, first things first, good snap, good hold. Very good to see Michigan City fighting through to the end of this one. That's the energy you want. They're going for 2.
Yes, they are. Trying to get one back here.
Hart, if he can get it there to Moreland, a 2-point conversion. I don't get why they didn't, but
Sure. That's exactly what you said, right? Yeah. Do we have 22 seconds left?
Yeah, 22.5. Yep. All right, well, Michigan City still technically alive in this one. Now they need one of the most difficult plays.
I see. I mean, because if you score a touchdown and kick the field goal, you win. But you got to recover, and you got to still kick the field goal. And recover, score, and kick the field goal in 22.5 seconds. I've seen...
Oh, great recall.
25 minutes ago.
Yep, the time left in this game is
where they took the boat, and then they got the penalty and threw the ball again after that. And
They could have easily ran another minute 10, minute 15 off that clock with some good clock management running the football, but instead, Michigan City has kept the door ajar just that wee little bit.
No.
All right.
Well.
All right, so.
Any ideas on what?
It's got to be an onside kick.
On a good onside kick here?
And 10 people within the 5 yards of the.
So you're better off to drill it at somebody so it bounces off of them.
You know what? That's not a bad call. Try and see if you can get one of your athletes to outrun the coverage there. See what Michigan City does.
Hit him.
It's loose.
It's still loose. Oh, my God. Why would you?
Did they get it?
Why?
Vikings say they have it.
Why would?
See. Is pointing.
Yeah, we got it.
Vikings.
We got it. Yeah, we got it. And it's
Vikings. All right, well.
On that note, good night, Philadelphia. No, it's not where we are.
But as I said, when a football is loose, that's why, it doesn't bounce. It's not like a basketball. It doesn't bounce straight. It doesn't make sense. It is an oblong, odd shape, and it's going to do funny things. And you just saw that there. There was no chance that Michigan City should have had a shot at that. It bounced sideways on the Viking trying to receive it. And it will be the Vikings to clock this one, take a knee, and wow. Yep. Yeah, well, Michigan City did not play an awful football game. They made a couple of mistakes, don't get me wrong, but it is a high school football game. You're rarely going to see a high school football team play a perfect game. But Michigan City stayed in this football game, and with the late score, made it a one-score game.
Well, interceptions, turnovers will kill a game. You two two turnovers, 3 turnovers.
Yep.
3 turnovers. It's hard to come back from that. One, it's hard to come back from. So,
look,
2, 3, it's impossible.
Outside of when Valpo meets Crown Point, this may be the hardest that Valpo gets played all year.
Yeah. I mean, they played LaPorte last week, I think.
Yeah, they plastered LaPorte.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, the defense definitely showed up this week, and especially that second half when they needed them to. The problem is, once again, we have to figure out how to score. And until we figure that out, these games are going to be Michigan City 6, opponent 13. It's just what's going to happen. And, I mean, I don't know what the remedy for that is. Like I said, I don't coach. I just push buttons. But that's why they pay Cody French the big bucks. And hopefully
it's practice.
They get the repetition.
Practice.
I mean, like, there's a lot of good things to look at in this game. Defense, stout. You've had 4 weeks of tough football. And it's not going to get any easier. The thankful thing for you is that you're coming out of this kind of unscathed. So you go into the next couple of weeks and see what you can come up with and get better as a team. But, I mean, I'm beating a dead horse here. We got to figure out how to score. Yep. And we got to believe that we can score, too, because I'm kind of just watching some of the body language is that we don't seem like we believe in ourselves that we can score. So, but, you're also not going against a scrub in Valpo, so it's not like this is just some
number 1 or number 2 team.
Yeah, it's not like you're just.
I
mean, you when you look at it, the first week, Warsaw, you're playing an offense that is going to pound the football up the middle 100 times in that game, and you know what they're going to give you, but they're also a great team.
Oh, the Bart Curtis system, a great job of disguising that stuff. So,
and you got the next week, Lafayette Jeff,
high flying.
Their lines are twice the size of ours, and you hold them to 2 touchdowns. Chesterton, who before that week had been ranked, and you come in and show them who's boss by not letting them score at all.
Yeah.
So,
well, I mean, you just got to go in and you got to stay positive. That's the hard part. You look at 1 and 3 and you think, oh, but you got to stay positive. You've got to stay in a mindset where it's like, okay, forget about this week. Here's the couple things we work on fixing. And you've seen that improvement ramp up during the season. As Rob talked about, the first game we saw, the summer scrimmages, there were so many silly mistakes and emotional mistakes being made, and you're seeing those being cleaned up. We had 3 penalties, right? 3 penalties for the game?
Yeah.
So, those kind of plays have gone away. Some of the more awful backwards plays, we haven't seen those as much.
Mm-hmm.
A couple were made in desperation this week, but more of a situation where you're trying to make something happen because you're desperate, not because you made a bad play.
Mike, I think in the circles that we run in we sometimes talk about other states where not everybody is let into the postseason. You have to have a qualifying record.
Yep.
This is probably a good example of why we love our system here in Indiana. Because, okay, so hypothetically, say the Wolves do remain below 500. They have some tough teams coming up in the Duneland Conference. But that being said, do you want to play the team that you just saw tonight in the postseason?
Michigan City could go into the postseason, God forbid, at a mark of 1-8. But once you step on the field for sectionals, you're 0-0.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
True. The beauty of this.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yep.
And realistically, you just eliminate one of those interceptions, and you win this game. And I mean, Valpo's going to go home and celebrate this, but if I were Valpo as well, I'd be looking at this footage because you just came to a team that you probably on paper should have destroyed, and you almost lost. Yeah.
Well, and look, your sectional is Michigan City,
LaPorte.
Chesterton, LaPorte.
Yeah.
Who are you looking at and saying that's the team we've got to worry about in October?
Michigan City. Because Valpo makes mistakes. We've seen it.
Quick reminder, the Wolves head to Merrillville next week at 7 p.m. They will return home in 2 weeks, and we will have that for you here on the Michigan City Area Schools YouTube channel. That is September 27th at 7 p.m., and we will do it again on the 27th.
And we'd be remiss, I just want to say this about next week with Merrillville. People think we're quick. Wait till you see them.
They are a track team.
And one other quick one, if you're out there watching tonight on YouTube, don't forget tomorrow morning, still time to sign up, 7:15.
And for Pete's sake, like and subscribe. We are 998 now. Two people.
Michigan City Football and the Michigan City Football Hall of Fame finish at the 55K. I'm going to drive some people nuts right now. It's the first annual. But other people
the first
say
annual inaugural.
Yeah.
Because you're going to go home on your other two pages. I got my personal and my work one. I've liked it on. And if Mike Mekazi would just get his following to like this, we'd have 10,000 followers on this already. So there you go.
All right,
yep.
So we'll go ahead and wrap it up once again. Valpo victorious here tonight. Michigan City fighting until literally the last play of the game. 20-14, Vikings the win. They defend that #1 ranking by coming in here to Ames Field with the W. Wolves go to 1-3 on the season. They will travel to Merrillville next week, and then the week after we will host Lake Central, and we will be back on the air with you. Once again, for Aaron Garrett, Mark Mars, Sue Mars, Drew White, Rob Quinn, myself, Mike Gresham, I want to thank everyone for tuning in and looking forward to hear from you guys in a couple weeks.
We are OUT.